dust off. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made of? Whatever ain't right, wrote it on yourself. Revisit your act, return to parallel. Living on a timeline, been there, done that, rolled up and dread. Instead of being bitter, back up, go grab your keys. Ready to relish everyday desire. Good fire, lighting up the way. Let go what holds us back. Take over, then dip it together. Breaking the barrier. What's it better? 'Cause we can zigzag, show them this is our own track. Look out, we won't get caught up. Don't care, walking the dust off. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made of? Whatever ain't right, wrote it on yourself. Revisit your act, return to parallel. Living on a timeline, been there, done that, rolled up and dread. Instead of being bitter, back up, go grab your keys. Ready to relish everyday desire. Good fire, lighting up the way. Let go what holds us back. Take over, then dip it together. Break it.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? Cypher, Game Troll, Crystal, Jose, Zaniel, Bonnie. What it is, everybody? How you doing? Yo, Jose, where you been, man? Haven't seen you in forever, bro. Man's been busy. How is everybody doing today? We got some tier lists that we're going to be doing later today, ladies and gentlemen. Some people send me a tier list maker, and they want me to do some tier lists today, and I was like, for sure, we got you. We're doing 2 tier lists. Ranking units on their usability and all that good stuff in the game. And also degen tier list. So we got both kinds of tier lists today, and we're also going to be farming a little bit of Augusta echoes today, some regular electric echoes, and I will be rolling a little bit of them. I know I could get away with at least rolling a 1 cost, so I want to get a perfect 1 cost before she drops at least. Why is Brent dead? What the what? Oh no, Brent is dead, chat. That's crazy. Brent don't be dying. Here and there's drop on stream and sleep afterwards. Jose, where do you live, bro? This man's about to be like, oh, you're not gonna tell my location. Cause this man got the most random sleep schedule I've ever heard in my life, bro. Alright. Bro, I wish we had an event or something we could be doing, but we got nothing. Alright, let's do... You gotta do the broad blade, because I do not have enough. Go. My farm with... What the hell does that mean? Oh, let me know when you're gonna farm me. You might farm with me is what you're gonna say. Okay. Why you want to farm electro pieces? For your, Yao? The fuck is this team? He's like, nah, I'm pulling Augusta now. She's fire. I know, Jose, but you still going to like, bro? You be joining our VC at like 4 in the morning. He's like, I'm going to sleep. I just woke up and shit. Not confusing. For calculator? I feel you. Bro, it's just so crazy, bro. He shares echoes with Lumi, but Lumi echoes have basic, not liberation. I feel you. I really want to get, like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually want to build Ling Yang. I know it's crazy. Just cause, like, bro, he's almost, if he gets max duped, I want to build him even more. Cause you know how much people be shitting on Ling Yang? Like, we shit on Ling Yang. I want to, he's probably still gonna feel like shit at max dupe, but it'd be funny to see if he could actually pull some work. I'll run him with his best in slot teammates though, like Shorekeeper and who? GACHA, probably. I joined to say hi and good night because I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. You'd be joining us at the most, and you just said you going to sleep soon, bro. So it's like, what? I mean, to be fair though, I woke, bro. Yesterday I was gonna stream at night, and I ended up falling asleep relatively early. I don't even remember what time, and then my ass woke up at like 3 in the morning. I don't even know, bro. And I was like, fuck, I messed up my sleep schedule again. And I ended up going to sleep at like probably 10, 11 in the morning and woke up at like 1:30 to 2. So I kind of fixed that up, and I'm going to stay up the rest of the day, hopefully, so I can go to sleep early again. But I don't want to be streaming too early. I do like my night streams a lot more than my day streams, bro. GACHA, Crystal's calling you out. Why? Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button on the way inside, bro. Today we're working on Augusta, bro. You know, I noticed the other day that there aren't like, bro. I'm one of the, yeah, I get more viewers at night for sure, way more viewers, because I started my streaming career streaming at night. So I feel that a lot of the people that still stick around are all night viewers. So when I stream in the morning or early, like right now, people don't be tuning in, bro. They're like, oh shit, I didn't even know he was streaming. So I want to go back to streaming at night, to be fair. I might, bro, low-key, if I end up checking my nighttime and at like 1 in the morning, I get way more viewers, I'm probably going to stream at those times. And I'll stop fighting my night schedules, bro. And I'll just like work around them, you feel me? Right now you're at work, nice. The night is long and young, facts. Alright, so I need the Augusta prep match right now. Who got him? I know. Where is Daniel? Where's our conversation? I know it's somewhere up in here. Oh, never mind. I sent it to you. There we go. I need to see exactly how many of these do I got to see if I even need to continue farming it, bro. 25. Okay. I got 25. Let's go for synthesis. Oh, fuck. $25. I need 67. Oh, shit. Okay. This should be enough. Almost. Alright. I need 28 of these. I got more than enough. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, I need 8 of these. There we go. I usually miss the reactions or extra stuff at night. You can't be missing that, bro. Exotic, how you doing? I got them European. Bro, when I was doing my Red Dead Redemption way back in the day, most of my viewers were European viewers. Low-key. Alright, I'm done farming this shit, bro. Like, I got way too many, bro. Holy shit. I got way too many of these. So now the remaining days. Do I even have remaining days for this event? 2 days. The remaining days for this event, I'm gonna farm YOOOO mats. This is them rectifier mats, bro. Them rectifier mats, bro. Let's do a little bit of databank merging so I can get things out of the way, because I need to, bro. Alright, dispatch. Get him out of here. Let's see if we find anything good, bro. I feel like I should definitely mark some of these just in case. I'm only here for a bit. Feels Evie might go to sleep soon. Yeah, I'm gonna be live for like 4 hours today though. I wanna do a lot of stuff today, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I wish there was an easier way to echo manage, bro, than just sitting here for like 12 hours. I might low-key save that. I might need that. Okay, all of these got gulagged. I wish it was like targeted that we could do somehow, bro. Save that. It's 10 p.m. for you, but I always try to be here for all the stream. That's because you're the GOAT. DBZ, but I'll vote Attack on Titan for the poll. What's up, Zenovius? DBZ, but you'll vote Attack on Titan today. Bro, I wish I could have had more options, bro. I did not have more options for the poll, sadly. Otherwise, I would have given y'all more options. Oh, wait. That's good. Bro, I still don't know if I'm going to go Electro 1 cost to get that Electro damage up, or if I want to go this to get the attack buff. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's better. Legit, I don't know if I'm going to go 2-piece Electro or 2-piece attack bonus. Confusing thing. I'm going to be testing her for a while. I'll probably build her around Electro first, and then I'll go into the other thing, bro. I went One Piece, of course, though, not seeing the others, so only one I could pick. I feel you. You gotta watch some of the other ones. Jujutsu Kaisen is alright. It's pretty good. Attack on Titan I stopped watching a long time ago, so it might be worth revisiting, to be fair. I know it got a little bit complex there towards the end, though. And then that extra option was just me yapping shit. That is Zeno's favorite anime right there. Ooh, let me lock that up. Let me lock this up. Bleach, the goat of the big... You just say Bleach is the goat of the big three? Bleach? Are we talking about the same Bleach? The one that got canceled for like 8 years and didn't release anime? And then came back like a year or two ago? That one? Or are we talking about like a different Bleach? I voted Attack on Titan considering I finished the manga and anime. Okay. Attack on Titan is pretty good. It's like, I feel that Attack on Titan is... Because like, when you talk about anime to tell people to watch, you can't really tell them to start off with One Piece. Like, that's not an anime you tell people to start off their anime journey with. You're cooking them. So a lot of people were like, Attack on Titan is pretty good. Jujutsu Kaisen. Things that are short. That people... In Attack on Titan, technically, is not even that short. But you know what I mean? A lot of people were talking about those in particular. Oh my god, bro. I don't know if I should save some of these random one costs so I can re-roll them, bro. Then again, I could just farm it. Ooh, Electro. Beautiful. There are too many. Bro, you know what I've been wanting? I've been watching a lot of anime lately. Like, a lot of anime. And what I've been wanting to do is, start that website called My Anime List or something like that. And make my list of anime. Because I can't think of everything I've watched off the top of my head. I'm going to be honest with y'all. But I would like to be able to. You know what I mean? Yeah, they start with, I love One Piece, but I'm well aware you can't tell a new anime viewer to watch One Piece. Like, that's just messing them up, bro. And I'm a One Piece fan, but that's like, That's some crazy shit, bro. You can't be telling people to watch One Piece right off the bat, bro. You're setting them up for failure, bro. You want to watch Bleach? Yeah, like, I remember Bleach. I was watching Bleach when that shit was coming out. Like, every episode was coming out new, bro. So that was like, bro, like 10 years ago. So I definitely want to pick Bleach back up. Especially now that it came back. I want to see how it comes back and how it's tied to what it was there before. Like, if you're just watching all of Bleach, like, if it feels good to continue the story. You know what I mean? Because I know the current stuff is super good. Anime-wise, you know, like animation-wise. Oh, fuck. Oh, hell nah. That's messed up. The one with Ichigo, my dude, have you watched the whole thing? Starts off slow, but one season 2. I used to really like Ichigo. I used to really like Bleach. I used to think it was really good. When it was canceled and it stopped airing, I was like, oh shit, like I did not expect that. But the reality of it is that One Piece and Naruto were the goats of their time. Right? They were the ones that were popping off, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why Bleach, because Bleach fell off hard. Like, as a Bleach fan, you wouldn't notice it, but there's a reason it stopped airing, right? For so freaking long, it stopped airing. And it fell off really hard, and I never understood why, because I thought it was fire, bro. Like, it wasn't in my top pick, but it was still really good. I was always confused why the hell it like fell off so hard. I don't know if it was the name or just people were too into Naruto and One Piece at the time or what the fuck it was. Man, Jose, I like to watch all even fillers. Yeah, I like watching fillers, bro. Like, I don't know, like, bro, it's so confusing to me. Like, don't get me wrong, there are fillers that are dog shit. Like, there are fillers that are so absolute trash that they piss me off. But, like, when I'm watching, like, One Piece, for example, and they have a filler where they go on an adventure, like on a random adventure to a random island that has nothing to do with the main story, but it's just an adventure, I really don't understand why motherfuckers want to skip that shit. Like, why? You get me? That's just so dumb to me. Like, it's just, you're watching a movie, you're watching a show, bro. It's another adventure. It's another thing that they're gonna do along the way. Why it gotta be a rush to get to the end of everything? I want to see what's at the end so bad. Like, that shit's crazy, bro. Back in the day, like, it wasn't like that. Like, people didn't feel that way when they watched shows. Like, you weren't waiting for things to end back in the day. You wanted to see the journey just as much as you wanted to see the ending. Fun fact, I literally took a year to finish my Attack on Titan manga collection. Nice. I used to love collecting manga when I was younger, like the books. And then, I don't know, I guess I stopped. I had the Naruto ones way back in the day. Bleach made my cousin realize her type were 2D orange heads. It was an interesting combo. Oh, hell no. Nah. True, though. Naruto and One Piece was more popular at first, and Bleach wasn't exactly canceled. Well, I don't mean canceled as in, like, how do I put it? Like, they didn't just flat out say, yo, we're ending Bleach because it's shit or something. They just stopped it because it wasn't going as well as they wanted it to go. That's what I mean by cancel. Like, they stopped production is pretty much what I mean. You know what I mean? Because for the last 10 years, the manga hasn't been continuing to be written. Right? Like, I'm sure they've done things, but bro, it hasn't been like 10 years of constant anime episode or manga episodes. You know what I mean? Like, they for sure stopped completely for a while. I can't believe in One Piece the Kitchen Marine episode was filler, but that's slow being pirate. Yeah, bro, I hate, bro. It's crazy because when because I've rewatched One Piece quite a few times. I know, crazy. And to this day, I don't skip most of the filler. But every time I get to that Long Ring, Long Island, I always skip it. On my rewatch, I hate that shit. It feels more like a filler than actual fillers. But the problem is that they're gonna introduce that same mechanic, the long ring fights they already have in the manga, and they're making them super important, which is so dumb. But you know, it is what it is. I might low-key want to keep this. Maybe. How many echoes do I got now? Let me peep. As long as I got like 2,000, nothing too crazy. 2,400. Fuck. Still got a lot. All day CJ was live when I wake up in the morning and live again when I go to sleep. Yo, Cypher, back in the day, I used to be live all day. Yeah, so right now, like, I've been testing my hours to see what's the best time for me to stream. And I do think it's going to be nighttime. So we might go back to night streaming, bro. Just is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm trying to get the most viewership possible. And most of my people be awake at night. There be some night owls, bro. Ain't there an auto lock feature? Does it work for merge echoes too? It does work for merge echoes. But it doesn't grab absolutely everything. Like, there are certain scenarios. Like, I'm pretty sure I could set it up even more. But, like, eh. You know what I mean? I ain't even going to start watching One Piece. It'd be some more year off my life. I won't be able to get back. Why trying to get years of your life back? Ain't that what life is about, though? Making good memories and enjoying it, right? You don't want to get the years of your life back that you actually enjoyed. You want to get the doo-doo ones. Yo, Zaniel, join me. I'm about to farm the echoes. I'm about to farm them one coast. Let's see. Overflow is diabolical work. I had to Google it. Oh, nah, you Googled overflow. That's something. I hope you were not with company when you Googled what overflow was. You're like, hold on. I know what One Piece is. I know what Jujutsu Kaisen is. I've heard of Attack on Titan. What is overflow? It must be amazing to be on the same list, bro. Let me Google it right quick. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. That's crazy, bro. Alright, let's see. Let's go for these dudes. Proceed. Come with me if you want to live. That's how One Piece gets you. Everyone's like, oh, it's... Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never, ever... Oh, you're AFK for a second? Okay, cool. But, like, I ain't never heard of people actually complaining something was too long until One Piece. Because I know y'all mama didn't complain. Y'all girl didn't complain. And I know, because she told me last night, she wasn't complaining, bro. So I don't get why, out of nowhere, One Piece being too long is a problem. You know what I'm saying? You get paid, and you see that check, and it got a whole bunch of numbers in there, like it's long as shit. You ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? You get some food, and it's a long list of food that you just got. You ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why out of nowhere One Piece being long is an issue. Motherfuckers act like they really got shit going on in their lives. That shit is too long. I can't be watching all that. Oh shit, you must have a really busy life. You must be extremely occupied that you don't have even time to watch episodes every couple days. Well, actually, I just sit in bed scratching my balls and watching hentai. It's like, what are you talking about? You ain't even, like, what? I still spend the same, hours just watching games and, you know, watching YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, so how do you not have the time? Like, I have a homie, bro. This motherfucker watches every single seasonal anime possible, bro. And let's be honest, them seasonal animes are dog shit. Like, they're just like those are actually time burners. Like, if we're actually talking about time burners, them seasonal animes are time burners. Most of them never get a second season. Most of them are mid-trash animations. And they're just time sinks, right? You just, like, burn time. And I have a homie that be watching every single possible seasonal anime that drops. And then you talk about watching One Piece. He's like, nah, I don't got time for that. I'm like, what? You watch every single seasonal anime possible. Yeah, but you see, in the time that I could be watching, you know, all of One Piece, I could watch like 20 seasonal animes. That's like saying, oh, in the time that I could be eating this really good food, I could be eating 10 pieces of this really shitty food. What? It isn't too bad either. Like, it's not as if you're just sitting all day watching One Piece. It's something to look. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's something to look forward to every day, and it's really good, bro. Oh fuck, we gotta fly over here. We gotta fly to Mount Firmament, bro. Like, that's the thing. I love how Lorelei hologram is anti-brand. Lorelei hologram is anti-brand. I'm gonna show you my brand against the Lorelei hologram. Hold on, we gotta wait for homeboy. Pokemon is too repetitive. One Piece at least has interesting arcs that have differences. There we go. First to the treasure. Was Wallace, I knew Overflow even though I don't watch straight stuff. Hey, Overflow is lit though. Overflow is the GOAT. My sister got me into Naruto. I literally got fascinated by it. Then my favorite clans were the Senju, Uchiha, the top 3 clans. Yup. I legit got deep into Naruto for a really long time. Like, to this day, like, even though One Piece now is my favorite, like, I'm not one of those people that gets held by sentimentals on, like, you know how some people be out there like, I love Dragon Ball Z because it was my show growing up as a kid. Okay, but that, is it the best show ever? No, but it's my favorite. It's like, okay. My favorite is whatever has the best everything, best storyline, best plot. Like, I still feel more connected to Naruto in itself than One Piece. But One Piece storytelling and narrative work is freaking amazing, bro. Isn't Detective Conan also very big? Yeah. See, the thing with Pokemon, though, is people don't see Pokemon as the same way they see Naruto. Like, they don't see it as, like, a continuation, or One Piece, like, a continuation to the show. They see it more so as if it was, like, in parts, right? I like OP, but early on, the recap and fillers is kind of annoying. They don't have a lot of fillers that are annoying early on, though, to be fair. I will say, One Piece, like, one thing that I always made fun of with One Piece was the fact that you'd watch a One Piece episode, the first, like, 3-4 minutes is, like, the intro, the recap, blah, 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 and then you get to, like, the actual episode, and then the ending is, like, the outro, what's gonna happen on the next episode, and you end up, like, watching 17 minutes. We were just talking about that, God, like, a few minutes ago. I don't know if you were here. We were just talking about the Davy back fights. I mean, people have been known that they're not filler. They're just ass. But even, bro, before, way before, the speculation was that Shanks had gotten some team members through Davy back fights. But I didn't see it like that. Shanks gave me the Luffy vibes. So I was like, they're going to come out here with some random-ass shit that's going to be the end game with Davy back fights. Which, you know, we'll see. Naruto's my OG. Bro, to be fair, Naruto has one of the best openings in, like, most of their shows got some of the best openings. It's funny because a few days ago, I think like 2 days ago, I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I remember that oh, this man's finding the perfect ones. See, is there something there? And it was a guy and his girlfriend, and he was like having her like rate anime songs or tell him which ones she really liked. And you know, they were going through some cool ones, and then she got to One Piece and she did not like anyone. Not like dislike, but she was like, they're all right, like, when it comes to the One Piece songs. And like sentimental value, when you click the We Are, for example, there, you know, you have that sentimental value. But in terms of like actual, you know, like how good they are, I don't be liking the One Piece songs, bro. Like, they're okay, they're but they never get me hyped up. You know what I'm saying? They never get me like, yo, this is so good. I love to go for hidden gems. I don't brag about it or be a dig about it or try to be different. It's just fun to me to give chances to. I love giving chances to underdogs, but the problem with watching random hidden gems animes nowadays is that it's not like back in the day where studios made animes for the passion of it. Nowadays, a lot of studios make animes to try to get a quick money grab, and then they just die out, or if they're not super popular, they never get a second season, or even if they're decently popular, they still never get a second season, which is super annoying. Like, there's so many animes that I've watched that have been so good, and they just never get a second season, bro. I read a lot of Lord of Mysteries is one. Apparently, Lord of Mysteries is pretty good, but I've seen videos saying that Crunchyroll has been doing them dirty. I've not been watching anime lately. I just started watching it again with Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Then right now I watch To Be Hero X and Lord of Mystery. Bro, I'm the same way when I take big breaks from anime. Where's this man at, bro? This man disappeared. Well, I guess I'll go to him. Christina, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you guys have been going hard on RDO. I really hope they add more content. If they add more content to where like there's enough content, I'll definitely go back and do some streams on my other channel for RDO. Pick up episode like 280. 3 years later, how is RDO? That would be dope, not even gonna lie. That would be interesting. Shadow, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm excited for JoJo Part 7. Some people on the Discord were... Oh, hell no. I don't know how to get in there. You know how to get in there? I'll follow Zaniel. Some people on the Discord were talking about JoJo's. I have not watched JoJo yet. I don't think he knows how to get this. This is Sode. I switched nicks again. Oh, what up, Sode? What happened to the OG Sode, bro? Like the actual OG. I'm excited, bro. I'm actually excited to fly around Huanglong again. And you know what's really funny? You know, all those people that are like, oh, I don't care about flying in 1.0. It's so useless. Like, why would they add flying in 1.0? Right? I'm so excited for all these 3-piece sets to require, or to have these people want to, farm, 2 pieces. And they're gonna be from the 1.0 area. And they're gonna be salty as hell, bro. They're gonna be like, oh no, I gotta go back here. Oh, I'm glad they added flight. It's out here, bro. I'm telling you, if they add content to where like we can farm and stuff, I'll definitely go back to RDO. I'd have to link up my PS5 to it though, or PS4. Demon's Ascension is kind of one of those somewhat hidden gems to me if you can get through Chinese dub. I watch any dub, bro, to be fair. JoJo isn't for everyone is that Giga Chat type anime. I mean, JoJo is pretty weird, to be fair, graphically. But I'd still give it a shot. I just never have, bro. Alright, let's go here, because I don't know where this thing went. Honestly, I'm glad they didn't make second season of Akame Got Killed since anime end was alright, but I heard the end of manga. Well, to be fair, I don't... Did it end already in the manga? I remember a year or so back, it was still ongoing. But yeah, the ending of Akame Got Killed, you can't really make a second season of it. I mean, you can, I guess, but it'd be different, bro. Like, season 1 of Akame Got Killed pretty much killed off everybody and their mama. So it's like, you can't... You would have to build a whole nother story and center it around Akame herself, bro. And I don't know, bro. She wasn't that interesting of a character, in my opinion. I mean, someone did tell me, wasn't it you, Jose, you piece of shit? I'm like, yo, I don't like shows where they kill dogs, and this motherfucker, oh, did you know that in JoJo's they kill a dog? I'm like, cool story, bro. Crazy behavior, bro. Akame Got Killed needs a reboot. That season was ass. Yeah, that season was straight ass. Like, it started off really dope. I was like, holy shit. And then everybody started getting murked. And I was like, bro, come on now. What's going on here? They Game of Throning everybody in here, bro. Imagine a game like WuWa One Piece Open World Explorer. I don't know why they haven't, bro, low-key. Like, I know that the MMO genre is kind of, like, dying nowadays, I guess. Bro, every time you say something like that, there's always got to be some dude. Well, you know that RuneScape is at an all-time high for players. Well, I mean, it used to be like a browser fucking game back in the day. And with time, there is no other options if you're really looking for that OG MMO experience. So I understand why games like RuneScape and fucking World of Warcraft still pull the numbers they do. Because there's nothing else that's dropped even remotely interesting in all these years. But the MMO genre is dying, as in there hasn't really been any new popular games that are high quality in the MMO genre for a very long time. There's been some, but like nothing really like that, you know? And making a One Piece game would have to be an MMO, because they've made some other games that aren't an MMO. But bro, an MMO One Piece game where you're a pirate, bro, and ooh, you can get your devil fruits, your hockey, level up, all that. Oh my god, bro. Oh nah, I would be addicted to that, bro, if it was well done. Where the hell? Where the hell's the entry point for this? Was it at the top and I just messed up? Yo, Milo, what's good? One Piece fans would absolutely demolish an MMO, bro. One Piece fans love that type of shit. Oh, there it is. My dumbass dropped right in front of it, bro. Yeah, Black Desert Online is one of those that was decently popular. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, so I got into RuneScape again like several months back. And I played it for like a month, maybe 2 months again. Got to like 80s, 90s. It wasn't bad. It was fun. It's still, you know, there's still a lot of things that are lacking on it. Not lacking, but that I don't, you know, I can't vibe with as much as I used to back in the day. But in terms of like OG MMOs, it's still the best, bro, in my opinion. I love Final Fantasy 14. It's the only fucking MMO where I can play as a samurai, bro. I don't get why they don't add more samurais to everything. Samurais are just peak. Who's my top 5 Straw Hats? Zoro? Jinbei? Luffy, of course. It took me a while to say Luffy, but yeah, Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei. Robin, I love Robin, bro. Where the fuck? And who would be the last one, bro? It's between Brook and Nami for me. It's between Brook and Nami. I like Brook more than Nami, to be fair. But Nami has been there since the jump, so... Lion a Straw Hat. Did you peep Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle? I have not watched that. Who is your top 5 One Piece character, or One Piece Straw Hat members? What the fuck is Dolph, to be fair? Oh, Doflamingo. I just wish more developers just follow the old philosophy of they just have as much cool shit as possible. Like, yeah, I wish that too. Nowadays, like I said earlier, nowadays everything is about the money. Motherfuckers, game developers be making games, completely finishing the product, and then cutting out like 30% of it and selling it off as a DLC when it was already in the base game. I hate that shit. Just add a katana, bro, if they add a katana, dark-skinned girl, and wither... They're never gonna add a dark-skinned character in this game. Racist ass behavior. But if they ever add a katana, dark-skinned character in any of the main gachas I play, it's Raps. That's the main character for me, bro. Out of the Straw Hats, probably Usopp is crazy behavior. Way back, bro, I still don't fully like Usopp or Sanji, to be fair. Scoop! What it is, Scoop? I haven't seen this man scoop in 35 years, bro. Crazy. I wish they could add a weekly hunting log to this game similar to Final Fantasy and give... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish, bro... I play a lot of gachas that, like, they add these cool new areas, and it's the same they do with characters, bro. Like... I wish they would do a little bit of a try to make it not feel like a gacha, even though it is a gacha. Like, they add a new area, right? They go through a patch, you have your echoes, you farm your echoes, and then once a whole new region comes out, you never really go back to old regions, like, ever. You just don't, bro. I wish you would go back to other regions. Not gonna lie, I'm a fan of Gundam anime. What about you? Am I a fan of Gundam anime? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why. I never got into, like, mech anime. I usually skip them, bro. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I usually just skip them. God says Zoro, Zandy, Frankie, Jinbei, Nico. Luffy is just always #1, but he's the leader, so he ain't count. Okay. I feel you on that. No, oh, you did. I was a wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, true. Those are good picks, bro. I had beef with Sanji over Whole Cake, bro. Like, I get him, but at the same time, like, homie was tripping, bro. To be fair though, they would. I mean, he, like, what he did was a smart way to go about it, but I wish he would have done it a little better, bro. I haven't seen One Piece, but I agree with Zoro, and Zoro. Homie's like, yo, Zoro is hot. I'll take that one. Zoro is goated, bro. He was my favorite looking character since the beginning of the show. I mean, samurai looking dude, swords, yada yada. Yeah, of course. He was dope. Never expect a somewhat known Chinese company to add dark-skinned characters. That pale-skin fantasy too strong. Yo, for real. They be gooning over the albinos, bro. They just cannot add a dark-skinned character to save their life, bro. Like, you could hold Hoyo or you could hold Kuro or any of these companies like that at gunpoint and be like, if you don't add a dark-skinned character, we gon' shoot you. You just start hearing gunshots, bro, because they ain't gonna do it. It's crazy. Do you remember the moment in Trailer Bark where Frankie, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, and Usopp form a mech? Oh, yeah, I remember that. They try to get Robin in there. She's like, nah. Did they see a dark-skinned rover concept art? I have not. That was a real thing? They were like, nope, scrap that. Yo, Jitters was good, man. Genshin even built onto the lore why there's... Bro, I remember they dropped some... I remember I heard that there was some dark-skinned characters in Genshin, bro, and I go and look, and they're like the most pale, light-skinned characters I've ever seen. And people were saying they're dark-skinned. I'm like, oh, no, you wildin'. Homie got Fupa? Yo, let me go double Fupa real quick. Hold on. Fupa on Fupa action, bro. Love to see it. Asian Callow, I was gonna watch you last night because I seen when you went live and I was this motherfucker went live at like 2 in the morning. But I was gonna watch you, bro. Trying to see what you be up to in your streams, bro. People say you be getting freaky up in there, bro. So I gotta tune in. Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Jinbei, and Robin. Hey, yo, that's... I always be thinking that would be the list, right? Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Jinbei, and Robin. That would be my main list, bro. What do you mean, says me, bro? I haven't been going live late, have I? I've been going live early as shit for the past 2 days. Today counts. Today's the 3rd day, but I am gonna go back to nighttime live streams, bro. A lot of people be hitting me up. They're like, yo, I want to see you go live later, bro. I can't make them early streams. So, not like fucking super late, but I will be going live at like maybe 8, 9 p.m. every day. We'll see. How far do I gotta go for this? Wait for me. Can I teleport there? Nice. Thing is, because their primary market is China, so the people would revolt if they made a dark-skinned character. The home-based players would likely just boycott the company. You say that, right? And I do understand that's the norm, right? But what we also got to understand is that, are we really going to sit here and act like Mirko is not one of the most popular female characters, and she's dark-skinned? She's probably the most popular female character out of My Hero Academia. Is she not a dark-skinned baddie? Are we really going to act like the most popular female character out of Bleach is not a dark-skinned baddie? Right? So if they do the right character, make it a female dark-skinned character, bro, it's raps, bro. They definitely gonna make money, but they don't take the risk, bro. Who would win, Prime Rayleigh or current Shanks? Well, we don't know how Prime Rayleigh was, right? And we barely... Not only do we not know how strong Prime Rayleigh was, but we don't really know any feats from him or Shanks. The biggest feat we know from Shanks is, I guess he stopped Kaido, which we don't know if it was a fight or it was some diplomatic shit. Like, yo, stop or we're gonna have to throw down. Or if he actually fought him. And then the biggest feat we know from Shanks is when he smoked certain character with one tap. But I would probably say Shanks would win, maybe, because at the end of the day he is the captain. But you know, who knows? That's a tough, you know, scenario. Late nights because all our live audiences. That's what I'm saying, Kylo. I gotta get back to night streaming, dog. Yudoichi, bro. Yudoichi is just next level, bro. Like, that character is just perfection, dude. What the hell? I'm like stuck. Let's go, sir. Make anime is more dramatic and enormous death toll. Just think about what is going through the mind of someone that erased a whole civilization with the push of a button. Zeno been doing that, bro. I don't know, bro. I just never, like, I know there's some amazing anime when it comes to like mech, but I just never, even to this day, I just never find it exciting to see like robots fighting, bro. I don't know what it is about it. And there's some dope like fights and death scenes where like they murk the user of the mech and everything, but I didn't mean you, Zeno. I meant Zenozama, where he's destroying fucking, erasing a whole bunch of galaxies or whatever. We need more info on the God Valley incident. They've been releasing a little bit more info recently. Not a lot, but enough. The manga is starting to show the Pirate King's crew prime feats. Bro, the only feats they've showed from Roger's crew lately is the fact that they were all gooning for a female in the show. We have not gotten mad info on God Valley yet. We don't even know how the fight looked. We don't even, like, we know Garp and Roger fought Rocks, but we don't really know how that fight went on. We don't really know all the other people who fought them. Like, who the hell fought White or Rock's crew? That's crazy. I know that there was like other or not admirals, but you know, Marines there, but who the hell was farming Prime Whitebeard? Prime Big Mom. I don't even know that was, I know it wasn't Prime Kaido, but the other ones were in their prime. Right, we have so much information. How did the island actually get destroyed? You know what I mean? Like, I need to see more of that, bro. But that's not gonna be revealed for a while, bro. I know it's everyone simping for that one girl. And then Rayleigh, that's Rayleigh's biggest feat, bro. He bagged Shiki. Is that her name, Shiki? I think that's her name. A full movie on God Valley would be fucking amazing. Shaky? Yeah, that's Rayleigh's biggest feat, bro. Not gonna lie. She was like the hottest one of the crew, apparently. Like, the captain was like the most beautiful woman in One Piece or whatever, and then there was Shaky. And everybody was dying for her, bro. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I know it's weird because of the age difference, but I hope Luffy gets with Boa. Like, I know Luffy is fucking retarded, but I hope that at the end of the show he gets with Boa. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't even think it's gonna be mentioned. I think the show is just gonna have like an abrupt ending. Like, they're gonna tie the loose ends, but they're never really gonna get into like what they do after they find a One Piece. I think that's gonna be like the end of the show type thing. But I do hope he gets with Boa, bro. She shows him mad love, bro. She be dying for Luffy, bro. I know she like 20 something, but you know. Oda said that a Straw Hat member was gonna die, and he said this shit like 20 years ago, and the Straw Hat member already died. So I don't know if they're gonna kill somebody. I do, bro. I was talking to my girl a few days ago, because I'm one of the few people, I hate Gear 5, bro. That shit ruins it for me every time I watch that shit. The only cool scenes is when that motherfucker gets serious, or they show him like demon faced in Gear 5, but I hate the concept of Gear 5. That shit is dog shit. So I was like, maybe they'll kill, like, I wouldn't even mind if they kill off a Straw Hat, and then Luffy goes from fucking dumbass laughing about everything for no reason into like demon mode Gear 5. I would love that shit. Like, seeing a sun god Nika actually just mad would be fucking amazing, bro. I doubt they'll be out here like they just killed Chopper and this man's in the background laughing, bro. Homie just giggling and maniacally laughing, and Chopper over there skewered by something, bro. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. So seeing him like get mad would be amazing, bro. Ow, ow. Yeah, I don't think he's done with Gear 5. There has to be more, bro. Imagine seeing Boa in real life with those beautiful face. Imagine seeing Boa in real life with a beautiful face, 6'3" and a 7 head. She don't got a 4 head, she got a 17 head, bro. Like, you could fit an entire fucking arm in the length of her forehead. I don't know why they be doing that shit to some of these One Piece characters. Like, they be showing them sometimes, and I'm like, bro, you could fry a whole fucking steak on that forehead. God damn. They got that Rihanna forehead. You show them love by kissing their forehead, bro. You lick her forehead, it takes you 5 minutes from top to bottom, bro. This shit's crazy. I don't know if that's like a hot symbol or something over there, bro, but goddamn. He's gonna be a very impacted person. Nah, I don't think. I doubt Zoro. Like, the thing with One Piece is that nobody pretty much dies apart from like very few characters. But I would see someone dying, like, cause like the last death is still being talked about, and that shit happened like 15 years ago. So I do see them killing somebody off again. Like, I do see that happening. I'm not in the know with this topic, but that is pretty funny. You know how some anime girls be having, like, gigantic foreheads for no reason? Hold on, let me see if I look up a picture, bro. Let me see if I can find a picture, bro. There we go. Like, dog, you could fit another face on her forehead. Like, you could legit fit an entirely other face on her forehead. Not even exaggerating, bro. Why she got a big-ass forehead, bro? You could fit like 3 hands in that bitch, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's insane, bro. Bro, she got a 17 head right there. That's just insane, bro. She's still hot, but goddamn, bro. And it's like that, bro. Boa is worse, bro. Boa Hancock. Let me see. Oh, nah, bro. It's just crazy. Hold on. Bro, what is up with this phase, bro? Bro, her hairline got pushed back, like, with devious intent, bro. Like, ain't nobody built like this, bro. Ain't nobody built like this. That's actually insane, bro. God, someone's like, he's hating on my waifu, dog. Fuck this guy. That's just crazy, bro. Alright. Let's go. Where we at? Did I miss something here? Maybe. Let's go here. Shit's insane, bro. Sakura's forehead, finally a worthy opponent. Does Sakura have a forehead like that? I don't even think Sakura's forehead was that big, bro. Maybe. I don't remember. She just has a big brain. She got 2 brains by the look of it. God damn. Sammy, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good, man. Just chilling today. Anybody pulling characters next update? I will be pulling both characters next update. Looking forward to building my Augusta team, bro. Same reason why all women in LP are that is such a lie, bro. This man just said all women in One Piece are stacked with an hourglass figure. I think One Piece... Hold on, bro. I gotta do it to him. Ain't no way, man said all the women in One Piece are stacked with the hour. Bro, One Piece probably has the most diverse bodies out of any show out there, bro. Hold on. Hold on, let's see. I don't even know the names of some of these characters, bro. I'm gonna just say who I'm talking about and you can tell me who, bro. First off, you got bodies like Big Mom. You got bodies like that, the lady that ran the train that used to be a mermaid. Second, you got the bodies of Katarina Devon, the female in the Blackbeard pirate. She's buff as hell, or she looks kind of buff. Right? That show got a lot of differences. The thing is, the main characters all look, you know, with certain body types. They got the hourglass, the main MCs, bro. They gotta add us a little bit of... Who the fuck is this? They got a brand picture, so I will accept. I don't know who just tried to join. Show off. No, yeah, I'm not saying they don't have all good body types, but I'm saying that there's a lot of characters that don't. You said all the One Piece woman, and actually I can show you some Amazon Lily characters real quick. Hold on. Watch. I'm gonna show you the Amazon Lily princesses, bro. I don't know their name, bro. Let me give you let me look that up. What are they called, bro? Oh, there we go. You said show you some of the Amazon Lily characters, right? You said show you some of the Amazon Lily characters. Real quick, I got you. The Amazon Lily characters. You are not gonna sit here and tell me they all look the same. That's crazy. They got diverse as hell body types up in there, bro. Can't be out here saying all of that now, huh? That crazy behavior. There we go. Let's go. In your opinion, who has the best villain group in anime? For me, it's Akatsuki, Espada, or Phantom Troop. I'm gonna be honest, the Akatsuki theme, whenever those motherfuckers showed up, was some of the greatest freaking theme ever. They had the most aura. The Espada are pretty cool as well, but I don't feel that as a group they have that much aura. I feel that individually the Espada probably have more aura than everybody in the Akatsuki, outside of maybe Itachi and Pain. But as a group, the Akatsuki has more aura than the Espada. And I don't mean like grabbing each character individually and then putting them together. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I think the Espada have more aura than the Naruto characters, than the Akatsuki character. I mean like as a group, like when they presented the group, and you would hear the music and all of that, I think the Akatsuki was way better. The Phantom Troop is cool, but I feel that the Phantom Troop kind of have, like, less impact than the Akatsuki and the Espada, personally. I would say it's definitely the Akatsuki. And bro, I swear to God, somebody's gonna come out and be like, yo, what about the Bleach one? Not the Bleach, the Boruto ones. Bro, Boruto ain't real, bro. It can't hurt you. Don't even talk about it. But yeah, Akatsuki was peak, bro. Triple Lupa. Hell yeah, bro. Bro, I never have enough stamina. Makes me want to eat stamina food. It got a... Fairy Tail does have a lot of villains, but none of their groups are impactful. You know what I mean? Check the anime general. Ow, I just got fucking punched. You tried placing her eyes higher? It looks a little better. She got a long-ass nose, but it looks better, bro. I'm telling you, like, why they gotta give him such a big-ass forehead? I don't even know. They fighting? Oh, shit. Lupa's on the loose, bro. Let's go here. I want to get Shorekeeper and Augusta, but I don't know who to get first. It's simple. Shorekeeper's a character you can fit on every single team. If you need a character that you can fit on every single team, if you need a boost to your damage on all your teams and all of that good stuff, then Shorekeeper. If you just want a character that will give you a team, like a character that you will build around, then Augusta. It really depends where your account is at, but Shorekeeper is always going to be a good pull for most people. Like, you're never going to go wrong with pulling a Shorekeeper. But, like, if you have a really well-built Farina and you're more interested in, like, getting some cool characters, you can just pass off going for Shorekeeper, get Farina. But Shorekeeper does make life a lot easier with your rotations, giving you that crit damage, super fast rotation. It's not bad. Aizen versus Madara, who's stronger? I'm pretty sure the Bleach characters scale above the Naruto characters. I'm pretty damn sure of that. Motherfuckers in Bleach be like stupid strong, bro. I'm pretty sure the Bleach characters destroy the Naruto characters. But I like Madara more. To be fair, Madara is one of my favorite villains ever. Aizen is cool, and he has aura, don't get me wrong, but Madara is just, you know what I'm saying? Chad and CD have a good rest of the stream. Yo, Exotic, appreciate you, Mike. Got 1,500 asteroids, 15,000 asteroids, 120 wishes, free to play. Shave was original saving for Augusta. But you know it's damn sexy and gameplay looks fun like Augusta's too. I might get both so I can have the Sun and Moon eclipse. That's gonna be my team, bro. The Sun and Moon team, bro. I was not looking and I got mollywopped. That's crazy. Revive. I must revive. Aizen with Molly. That's what I'm saying. Bleach characters are too strong, bro, when it comes to like Naruto characters. And this is coming from someone that likes Naruto more than Bleach. It's just, you know, the truth. What the fuck? Let's go here. You have not heard of a single person liking Boruto? Good. I hate that show, bro, with a passion. Is that nostalgia hitting, bro, whenever it comes to Boruto, bro, so I'm biased. I'm biased, bro. Also, I will always recommend newer units over previous units. The gameplay is only getting better from here. Oh, yeah, 100%. Gameplay is getting so much better with units, bro. I know you like Boruto, bro. I know you like Boruto. Which is wild. I don't know how you like Boruto. It's just crazy. I heard the manga is better than Boruto. Yeah, the manga, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where, like, you like fighting scenes. Yeah. There's gonna be better fighting scenes, of course. Motherfuckers grew up and got stronger. But it's like, for example, watching One Piece and liking the fight scenes when they get to the what's post time skip, but not having the whole build up to what One Piece is, or having the build up to it be fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? And I think the build up to Boruto is fucking trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, it's like I was saying the other day, the Boruto characters are edgy as fuck for no reason. Like, edgy as fuck for no reason, bro. They all turned into fucking Sasuke. Like, yo, what was the most popular character in Boruto? In Naruto? Sasuke. Make everybody Sasuke. Like, yeah, fucking okay. I like the early episodes of Boruto. Weren't the early episodes of Boruto like all filler? Edo Madara was a threat before becoming Resurrection. You know, bro, that's another thing. As a big Naruto fan, I hated the ending to the war, bro. Like, I feel, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I knew that there was gonna be some extra power. But if they would have ended Naruto with the final fight being Madara, even though I don't know how Naruto and Sasuke would have beat Madara, because Madara was whooping their ass. I know they introduced, it was part of the lore, I get it. But I know they introduced fucking Kaguya and everything, like, the way they did it, the way that it was done, where, like, the build-up to Madara was great, and then fucking Madara just got clapped out of nowhere. The reason that all of that happened the way it did, I'm pretty sure, is because they wanted to build up Boruto, bro. They're like, let's set up Boruto. That's just crazy, bro. That's just insane. Man was 1 versus 20k. They ain't doing shit to him. Guy had to legit disintegrate his own legs to beat Madara. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know how they would have beat Madara. Because let's be honest, half of the tactics that they done used on Kaguya wouldn't have worked on Madara, bro. That dude was straight up demon mode, bro. She didn't have experience fighting like that. She just had a lot of hacks, bro. Madara was a living, freaking, breathing war machine. Bro, what is Stern Ritters from? Why do I remember that? I just don't remember what it's from, but I remember that name. Dude, I think Chisa might be the gateway character to the next region. I'm pretty sure Chisa is going to be the next gateway character, bro. I'm pretty sure Something's gonna happen, even though I think it would have been better if it was Galbrina. But I think Chisa is gonna be the character that takes us to the next region, for sure. I think. Yo, Red PM, what's good, man? I see you're new. Appreciate you tuning in. How you doing today? Black Clover, I watched Black Clover. I liked Black Clover. It was alright. From Bleach, there we go. I was like, bro, I remember that, but like I said, bro, I haven't watched Bleach in a long time, and I haven't watched the new season of Bleach. I'm waiting for like probably a whole nother season to be animated for then to watch it, bro. Are we done? Or did I just fucking glitch? What happened? Hold on. Oh, we ain't going to the Tethys Deep. That could suck a nut. Let's do something else. I'm over here getting smacked on the side by a fish. Crazy. Let's farm. Guess we can farm these dudes. There we go. The Black Setsu, right? The wicked and moral entity that used Madara to revive Kaguya. Yes. The new enemy faction in Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. Oh, yeah, those dudes are OP. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Bleach characters are fucking strong. Like, they're pretty damn strong. Like, fucking... Is it Yamamoto? Pretty sure it's Yamamoto, right? Dude out here freaking, having the power of the sun in his blade, bro. That shit's crazy. I made a theory where Chisa's an exile from the new federation. Hey, yo, that's dope. I seen you've been doing a lot of theory videos on, like, Calcharo and stuff like that. Those are good, bro. I'm actually glad that you're doing content, bro, that is, like, interesting when it comes to WuWa, man. I can't do damage. I'll let y'all cook that right there. Or the most elite group selected by you watch. Strongest in Gerard the Miracle. Is Gerard the Miracle? Is that the dude that looks like a freaking masked warrior? Or is that someone else? Looks like a wrestler with like a star? Or is that someone else? The head captain? Yeah, that dude is strong as hell. What the fuck? Am I caught up with what? I mean, you could talk about anything, low-key. Too bad that interesting content doesn't do well. Bro, you know why interesting content doesn't do well, Kahlo? Is because when it comes to gachas, bro, and I've covered a lot of gachas, right? In my old channel, I covered a lot of different gacha games. What happens when it comes to new gachas is that the creators set the tone for the gacha games. So, like, I've covered gacha games where the majority of the creators focus around, like, damage calculation content. Like, they'll do test runs on all the different game modes and try different teams and different damage, and that's the content that becomes popular, right? The reality of it is that when it comes to Withering Waves, most of the content is always, you know, slop, drama. Obviously, you have your review of content, but it's usually slop. So any other form of content just doesn't do well. Like, it's like the fucking audience gets accustomed to a specific type of content, and anything outside of that doesn't really do too well. People ain't interested in it. What, bro, you know what's crazy? It's hard for me to say top 5 anime because I'm one of those people that, like, be watching so many animes, and then when you finally ask them, yo, can you name 5? I can't. You've ever had that happen to y'all? They'll be like, yo, can you you watch movies all the time, and then they're like, yo, can you tell me what movies you like, and you can't even think of one, bro? I'm the same way. I know that my top animes, I know 2 of them at least, would definitely be Naruto and One Piece. And it's not just, oh, this guy just says the mainstream shit. I watch a lot of other shit, but sometimes I feel that people that hate on mainstream shit, or certain mainstream shit, are just haters. And I don't mean like when a random anime comes out that is alright, and then it just becomes like the most popular thing under the sun because it's just hype beast. For example, Jujutsu Kaisen. For example, Solo Leveling, where it's like, it's good, but it's not like the most amazing revolutionary thing in the history of everything. And those two shows are things that come to the top of my mind. They're like the most hyped up things ever. Like, they're just changing everything. So I like One Piece and Naruto just because of the meaning behind them. I thought they were really good. Outside of that, I do like Full Metal Alchemist. I like Inuyasha, bro. I never hear people mention Inuyasha. What the fuck happened to the Inuyasha love? I like Inuyasha. Shit. So, Sword Art is really good for the first season because it got me back into anime. I'd have to think, bro. I'd have to think what other ones, bro. Like, right off the top of the head. Inuyasha over Full Metal. Once again, for me. Although I do think Full Metal is a much better story. But Inuyasha was just dope. What else, bro? Yeah, those are the things that I could think of right now. YouTube gives me less ads. Hey, nice, nice. Crossover, I never... What crossover? What are you talking about? I think I literally watched everything. I have nothing else to watch. Bro, there's so many shows to watch. Right now, like, I just be watching mad random anime because there's just nothing that's kind of, like, interesting to me. So I just be picking everything. My top 5 is Fury and Violet Evergarden, Fate series, Vinland Saga, and ReZero. Bro, when it comes to, like, Fury, Violet Evergarden, and Fate, those are very similar in, like, their vibe. I mean, Fate is a little bit different, but they're very similar, and they're all top tier animation, bro. Violet Evergarden, Fury, and all of those. Fate, bro, holy shit. All of those have, like, peak animations. Like, super, super good. Hold on, I gotta eat my Echo food, bro. Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai X, those are good. Yeah, those are good too, for real. Tokyo Ghoul manga? Yeah, Elmos, I did watch that, bro, way back in the day. I want to make that anime list, bro. It's up here. You know what's crazy? I don't know why people have such a deep love for Furin. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I can't say if it's bad or if it's good. All I know is that I watched the first 3 episodes and it was very slow. And it just wasn't my cup of tea. But maybe I'll watch it again and I'll be like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing ever. Maybe it's one of those things where, like, the time when I watched it wasn't right. But Furin is one of those things that it's, like, at the tip top of, like, tons of people's favorite anime. And, like, best anime ever. And it won so many awards, bro. Like, it got so popular. I know that when the story started, it was like, it looked really good. But, I don't know. The Freerian character in itself, she's, from what I've seen, right? From my very little experience with the character, she was just boring as fuck, bro. So, like, that was my problem with it. But, you know, maybe if I watch it again, I'll be like, oh, shit, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? The meaning and character building in Fear is really good. The fight scenes, it does are really good. I have seen people talking about their fight scenes and all of that. It's a beautiful show with a lot of growing and lessons. Yeah, that's what I could tell from when I watched it. There's a lot of, like, it's more of a story building type of show, right? As opposed to, like, a hype beast type of show. That's definitely something I could tell from when I watched it. It's a One Piece type of case, but on a small scale. Okay, I get you. So it's like the world... That's something I could definitely tell from when I watched it. The world building and all of that was something that we're working on. Like the story and all of that. Like, for example, the beginning of it, bro, it's just because it feels slow, bro. But the beginning of it, I was like, holy shit, this is actually pretty good, bro. Something new with pacing plus second watch brings out detail you would notice at first. That's what I'm saying. It's probably one of those shows that I definitely got to watch all the way through to get the feel for it. Could end up being like a One Piece scenario where, like, I don't like it and then it turns out being great. Riri might start out boring, but she grows herself and learns more about herself and humanity. I got up to where she accepted to take the purple-haired girl with her. That's how far I got, which isn't really far. What arc in One Piece did you like the most? My favorite arc in One Piece to this day, and I'm pretty sure that it'll never be beat, even if the end has the greatest fight scenes of all time. In terms of arc, not the fights, just the feel of the arc, it would have to be Skypiea. By far, like, it's not even close when it comes to everything. I was like, when I look at like Marineford and everything, it doesn't even come close to how much I like Skypiea, bro. Do I like Berserk? I like Berserk, but I haven't kept up with it. Like, I remember I read or watched it a long time ago. And I didn't watch all of it, so I don't know, like, I don't know what the hell happened after a while, bro. I know there's mad shit that went on in there. Space Dandy is one I don't see a lot of people mention. Very trippy, very funny, but actually has a very sick ending that ties it all together very well. I feel that a lot of people don't be giving love to a lot of older shows, bro. For you is Marineford? Yeah, Marineford is a lot of people's favorites. The best romantic anime, The Dangers in My Heart. I don't really know much about romantic anime, bro. Like, I've watched like 3. Dress Up Darling, Rent a Girlfriend, and I watched season 1. I know there's like season 3 or something right now that I just didn't care for. One about a teacher and her sister and the dude likes them or something. I don't remember what it was. And Nagatoro. Those are like the only romantic animes that I've really seen. One Piece latest chapters are kind of doo-doo. It doesn't feel like One Piece anymore. I'm a fan of older feeling One Piece as well. I don't think the newer chapters are doo-doo. The only time I don't like One Piece is I don't like the new animation of One Piece. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm a big fan of One Piece, as y'all could tell. I always glaze it. But I'm not a big fan of the new animation in One Piece. And I really don't like Gear 5. I dislike that fucking mode, bro. I actually need to get back into anime. I haven't watched anything. Oh, that's crazy. What you be watching then, Kalo? Like, bro, every night before I go to bed, I have to watch either, like, anime or actual TV shows. So, like, I be watching whatever anime, and when they're, like, I be watching too much anime, I just be watching, like, random TV shows. Walking Dead type shit, or, like, random shows about anything, bro. But I like watching a story of some kind before I go to sleep. Baki is crazy. Humans in Baki have the craziest freaking, like, they just average ass humans, supposedly, like, normal. I mean, they're normal humans, but somehow they be, like, pulling the most insane feats of life, bro. Stopping bullets with their fucking mouth and shit. Shit's insane, bro. Yeah, I like Baki, though. I like Baki. Your Lie in April. I've heard a lot about that one, actually. My top one is Monster. What do you mean, Monster? What is that? Nah, man. One Piece is following the goon trend? You think One Piece is goonery? Really? And you think now it is? I mean, One Piece been like that. Like, I don't think it's gotten more goonery than it was before. It's always been very slight goonery in One Piece compared to a lot of other shows. Stopping earthquakes with the punch. That's what I'm saying, bro. They have the most wild feats for no reason. Like fucking Jujiro's grandpa. Homie was stuck in an island while they, like, straight up bombed it for 3 days. Homie didn't do nothing, bro. Homie, nothing happened to dude, bro. Stopping an entire freaking, like, marine battleship by his damn self. I'd be like, oh, nah, bro. Like, what's going on here? How I read the latest chapters? Yeah, of course. Them gooning for Shaky? That gives context to a lot of things, though. Low key. Yo, Future, what's good? I think some characters in Baki could verse in Demon Slayer characters. I mean, some characters in Baki might get one tap by Demon Slayer characters, but if they landed one hit on a Demon Slayer character, them motherfuckers would be dead, bro. Yujiro just be doing outlandish shit, bro. Bro, Yujiro literally slapped the face off a dude off. Like, he slapped a dude's face off. Like, that shit don't even make no sense, bro. How many episodes do you watch before going to sleep? It really depends. Sometimes I'd be watching, like, if it's like a seasonal anime, 12 episodes, and it's not super late when I put the episodes, I could watch, like, 6, 8 episodes of one show. Right? It really depends how good the anime is. Nowadays, finding seasonal anime that's good is usually a problem, bro. And I'm one of those people that, since I come from old school anime, if I look at a show and it's like, oh, it's 3 years old, it has one season, and there's no talks about a season 2, I already don't care for the show that much. I don't build an interest for the show. I'll watch it, but I won't be like, oh my god, this is amazing. That already kills it for me a little bit. Baki's that don't try this at home kids type of anime. Kids still be trying it at home, bro. Exactly, Jose. That shit make no sense for Baki characters, but it's fun. It's one of those shows that I enjoy watching. It's pretty hype. Let me get these echoes. Granky, that's actually a crazy take to say about Jujiro. But I do know they said it in the show. Which is actually insane, bro. For them to flat out say that. The greatest feat is for you to be able to interact with chat while playing. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, when it comes to streaming, for me at least, we all play the same fucking game. We all play the same exact game. This is interesting. This is cool. But I do my streams to chat with people, to like interact with all of y'all, talk some shit, all that good stuff. I don't just do this streams because it's a business. Of course I want to be bigger and get my money, but like, I don't just want to be in here like, all right guys, I have 17 reactions today. I'm going to do my reactions, and I'm going to play for 30 minutes, and then, you know, only interact with y'all when it's to yap or to like make a reaction video of some sorts. Like, I just like talking with my chat, bro. Interacting, all that good stuff. That's how I try to do it. How far do I gotta go over here? Baki characters gonna make the most BS explanation how they defied all logic with imagination. Facts, bro. That's how they be in Baki. Right here. For real, my disappointment after watching shows like Tact OP, Destiny, Engage Kiss, and Seraph of the End having no... That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, that kills me so much. Like, there are some really good shows that I really, really like. And then there'll be like no second season for no reason, bro. I hate that so much, bro. It instantly makes me like not care for the show that much. Bro, let me make it so like I can like see my characters climbing. Like, I done paid for it. Why you gotta, like, I know I'm going up. I don't gotta dodge fucking falling boulders. Let me go into my character's butt cheeks when I'm climbing a wall. Come on now. What the fuck? Right here. Red, that's funny as hell, bro. I'm really surprised you're not as popular as Sin. You touch on a lot of subjects, which is nice. I try to, bro. I try to, like, chat it up about many different things. Like, I obviously cover a lot of WuWa. And to be fair, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all could hate any YouTuber, any creator. Y'all could dislike them. But you cannot take away from the grind they put. And one thing I'm going to tell you right now is, when you look at Saint Tonta's work ethic, this dude works, bro. This dude puts out... It don't matter if you think his videos are shit or you don't like the dude, bro. The man works, bro. A lot of times when you look at your favorite CCs, ask yourself, is this dude streaming every single day? Is this dude uploading 3 videos every single day? is this dude doing this and that? And when you check their freaking channel and realize they're not, that's why they're not as popular as maybe other CCs. Obviously, there's luck and everything involved along the journey of being a content creator, but oftentimes you can't discredit someone's work as to why they get popular. You know what I'm saying? And this applies to everybody, to every CC. It's hard, bro. It really, like, you really gotta dedicate your entire being to just making content. And like, a lot of people think that it just comes off as like you do the content while you're on stream. Nah, bro. When you're off stream, you gotta see, yo, what's the latest drama? What's the latest topic? What's the latest news? What's going on? What did he say? She say? There's a lot that goes into being a content creator. And I have taken a lot of breaks, to be fair. Like when my channel got hacked, yada, yada, yada. I took a lot of freaking time away from being a content creator. I'm hoping now, and like, for example, I was going decently hard again not too long ago, but then I ended up taking another break. So now I'm back into the grind and hoping to get back on track with everything. We'll see how it goes. Oh, whoops. Almost teleported, bro. Yeah, that grind mindset is what puts you out there, bro. Like, I used to be like that back in the day when it came to uploading, bro. Like, I used to upload mad videos, but it's hard. It's really hard to get into that, bro, nowadays. Especially, like, back in the day when I would play games like Monster Hunter or Red Dead and I'd make videos for that, it'd be different because some of the content was interesting, right? It'd be like builds and beating mobs or blah, 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 blah. When it comes to gacha game, there's only so much content, and when it comes to games like Wuthering Waves, the reality of it is that there's not a lot of content to make videos of. You can get creative all you want, but then you see your viewership and you get like, oh, I got 200 views on this interesting video, and then you go do some slop content and get 3,000 views, 4,000, 10,000. You're like, yeah, shit. You know what I mean? If you didn't go through all the hacking, I think you'd have been a lot bigger. Oh, yeah, for sure. I say the same thing. If I hadn't been hacked, bro, I was posting 3 to 4 videos a day. I'll say 2 to 3 videos a day. Sometimes I would do 4, but rarely. But I was doing about 8 to 10 hour streams every day. I was living and breathing Wuthering Waves. I would have definitely been a lot bigger. That's what I'm saying, Yukimiya. So, like, a lot of people got to realize it's more so about the work that you put into it. That's how you blow up. Consistency is the most important thing to being a content creator. Consistency. Every single day you got to stream. Every single day you got to upload. And even if you don't stream every day, stream as much as you can consistently. Upload as much as you want consistently, bro. It just is what it is, bro. Yeah, that definitely killed my momentum because I was going so hard. Like I said, 8 to 10 hour streams every day for WuWa and 2 to 3 videos every day. And then it went like my channel gone and completely stopped streaming and making content. So it's like, shit. It's a shame, but I believe you'll get there, King. Maybe a new gacha will be your key. Kylo, appreciate that, boss. And that's, bro, I'm gonna be honest, that's really how it be. I've always said when it comes to like gacha games, bro, they're like a ship, bro. You gotta hop on the ship before it takes off, because if you don't, it's gonna be nearly impossible to catch up, bro. Like, if a gacha game takes off, bro, and you're one of the guys when the gacha game takes off, you're good. But if you're not and you're trying to get into a gacha game late into its lifespan, it's gonna be really hard to get on top, bro. You're just gonna be, as I used to call myself back in the day, and a lot of other CCs that were around the same wave, we were bottom feeders, bro. We would get the scrap viewerships from the bigger CCs, bro, because we didn't get on the boat when it first took off. So whenever a new gacha game comes out, if you enjoy it, you gotta go in on it as a gacha CC, because if you get big on it, you're good. Actually, kind of true, homie. Red New hopped on Umamuse hard. He was just doing nothing. That's what I'm saying, bro. You hop on a gacha game. Like, bro, I used to follow this dude. He's a cool dude. He used to play one of the gacha games I used to like a lot back in the day, like this Final Fantasy game. And he was getting like 2, 3, 4, maybe 5,000 views on his video. And then the solo leveling game came out. This man went from like, bro, this man had like 3, 4, 5,000 subscribers to over 100,000, became the main guy for solo leveling, sponsors, everything, just because he became the main guy for that game. And that's how it be, bro. And then everybody else that goes on solo leveling and tries to upload videos will get like 2,000, 3,000. You know what I mean? This is what it is. Oh boy, let's see how this goes. You and Saint both be spitting facts and not sugarcoating shit. Bro, we can't. I mean, at least for me, when it comes to being a CC, you gotta keep it real, bro. I feel like a lot of CCs be getting caught in bullshit. That's why, bro, considering how many people there are in the Wuthering Waves space that will call you out for having shit takes or putting yourself in the spot, y'all ain't never seen me on a random video getting called out for some bullshit, bro. Because I keep it real, bro. I'm the way I am when it comes to a lot of things in life, and I present that on my YouTube channel, like, just me. But I feel that a lot of these CCs, bro, they be like trying to be something else, bro. They be trying to be entirely different personalities and act a certain way, and then they get caught lacking, bro. And they ain't ready to handle beef. They ain't ready to handle people calling them out on shit. Like Nagato with 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, nobody else would. Exactly, Kahlo, just like that. And it brings me back to, like, back in the day, I used to cover a lot of different gachas, and I covered this one called, I think it was My Hero, and I was pretty big on My Hero, like 500-600 people on my YouTube streams. And then at one point, the game started dying down, so I started getting, like, you know, 150 people on the streams, and another game came out called Slime Isekai Memories, and my streams was getting 400 or 500 people. So people were, and I liked that game too, obviously, and people were like, yo, why aren't you streaming My Hero anymore? And I was like, I mean, I'm barely getting views on here. Why would I stream or make videos for a game that's going to give me 1/3 of what I get in this other one? Oh, fuck, where was I going? That shit did. So that's why I be telling people, are like, oh, you're a Kurobot, bro. Let another game come out that's good, that I enjoy, right? Let another game come out that is good, that I enjoy, and I cover on my channel, and let that game give me way more viewerships than WuWa. I'll still play WuWa, because I'm already linked up with WuWa like that. Like, I'm in this for the long run when it comes to Wuthering Waves. But if that other game is giving me 10 times more viewership, and giving me 10 times more, you know, income, bro, I'm gonna be on that easily. We had 2 people call you. Oh yeah, we had 2 people call me. I mean, to be fair, one of them callouts was geeky as fuck. And that video, since at that time it was like there was a lot of small CCs, that video actually got some traction. I remember I had like 150 dislikes on my video, bro, which was fucking funny as shit. Have I watched the trailer? I have watched the trailer for Duet Night Abyss. I was actually in their CC program when the game came out, but I just stopped talking to them for a while, so I don't even know if I'm still in there. Joker has slime locked down. Slime has slime locked down. Ain't, bro, it's like I told Joker back in the day. That motherfucker has the most insane work fucking schedule that I've ever seen. Like, it's just, I don't even, I'm pretty sure I've told him he's part of the reason why he stopped playing Slime, bro. Yeah, exactly. Work ethic. He has like the most insane, bro, the game is 3 years old. This man still uploads like 3-4 videos a day, almost every day. This man told me like several months ago, like, bro, I uploaded 70 videos, that's not counting the streams, 70 videos this month. I think I'm gonna take a break so I don't upload as many videos. I'm gonna take a 1-month break from uploading in the game. I was like, okay. I would look at his channel. This dude was uploading 2 videos every day during his vacation month. And I was like, didn't yo ass say you were gonna be on vacation? Like, yeah, bro, I'm on vacation, bro. Like, some of these videos were already pre-recorded like months ago. And some other ones are just like basic small things. He went and looked. Homie uploaded 50 videos on his vacation month. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Homie's work ethic is just out of here, bro. It's actually insane, bro. And like, I would understand that for a brand new game. Like a brand new game that just came out and there's so much to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. But if it's like a 2-3-year-old game, bro, that's insane. How does one figure out how to do that many for a gacha? Bro, it's because he... You know how I was saying earlier that the community is this, and the videos that people watch are decided by the CCs. He is the biggest CC of that particular gacha game, so he pretty much decides what to upload. And not only is he the main CC, there is no other CCs. Every other CC that might be around gets like 10 views. You know what I'm saying? So like, he has his series planned out per se, and he makes those series like the game has like a very repetitive schedule to where you know what's coming and around what time. So he like plans around it, and he literally like pre-records tons of videos in advance. It's insane, bro. Like, I told him, bro, I want to get like him back in the day, because I was bigger than him, and he started popping off like a month or two after the game came out. But he was also a whale, so he could summon every single character. He still summons every single character, even when he knows their shit. So, like, there was a lot of things that he was doing right to make sure, you know, to get up there. But it was insane, bro. Like, that's one of those things that when I look at it, it's like, you can't really do that in Withering Waves. People don't care about, like, the latest clears with this team and that team. Those videos wouldn't really get views like that. It's just the reality of it, bro. The reason I pretty much stopped covering the game was because, so I had my stream times on lock where like I would stream and there would be nobody else streaming. Every time a new banner would come out, I would stream the new banner release, yada yada yada. And then the homie Joker started making content, and this man would go live at the exact same time I would go live, which was when the banners would come out. And since he was wailing on every character, obviously people wanted to go see the characters, whereas I wasn't pulling some characters. I would skip some characters. So I told him, bro, the reason that I kind of move away from it was because of that, bro. Competing with someone in your own lane, like uploading that many videos a day, that shit was killing me, bro. I was like, nah, this shit is death, bro. I was so sad when my solo Carl in Virtual Crisis did terrible. Oh no, poor Carl, bro. The GOAT, bro. The greatest unit ever, apart from Brent. Hey, that's fine, Jose. Like I said, bro, when the thing came about, my streams were always about, like, just like now, right? Yapping and having fun, right? When Joker started doing his content, the man was about number crunching and build testing for hours. So it was two completely different vibes to the stream, bro. So you would have the Jokers, like the people that would just chill and yap watching me, and then you'd have like the people that wanted to see number crunching and testing and everything going on Joker's stream, bro. I remember I even started a podcast with Joker talking about slime. That's how dedicated we were to that game at one point. You gotta be a special type of CC for people to care about that content, like Wallenstein, for example. Yeah, exactly. And even then, like, people watch Wallenstein because he's the only person uploading that type of CC, that type of content. There's nobody else that does that type of content like Wallenstein, or at least not like him, right? Where he literally only uploads that type of content. There's not that many creators that will sit down to do that. I guess for me, my unique thing is oiling up for my audience. Hey, man, everybody got their own type of thing, bro, you know? Oh, where the hell is this? That up there? Yeah, Wallenstein's the only dude really doing that, so that's why he gets those viewership. But you have anybody else do the same thing Wallenstein does, they ain't getting viewers, bro. They just ain't. Exactly, Jose, because he would build every character, pull every character, and you'd know if you could pull the character or not. One thing is like when you watch somebody that doesn't get the character, tell you if the character is good. But a whole nother thing is when you see the dude pull the character, build the character, and run the character. That's a lot more interesting than a whole nother person telling you, yeah, the unit is skippable, you don't gotta get it. And then that's it. You know what I mean? My viewer slimes, bro, my viewer summons for like every game have always been peak, bro. It's just crazy. Oh shit. Like anytime I do viewer summons, I think I've had some of the most goated viewer summons ever, bro, low key. Oh, we gotta run, bro. I should probably teleport here because I need heals, man. Would love to see you make my top 10 anime video. Ooh, that's rough. I'll definitely want to do that though. I wanted to make an anime channel a long time ago. Even now, I've thought about doing it. The thing is, I'd be watching everything with my girl, and I don't know if she'd be on camera for that, but so it'd be hard to watch and record. But I wanted to make a Patreon where like I watch all these shows and like I have every single episode and reactions to it and just upload it there. Yeah, I always had luck. Well, I always gave my viewer luck when we did viewer summons. Like, every time. It was always peak, bro.
I hear cowering prey.
Alright, we gonna do this, and then we're gonna do our first tier list, okay? Do you guys want to start with the Gooner tier list, or do y'all want to start with, like, an actual tier list? I know the actual tier list is gonna be pissing people off, bro. My luck is not good when I stream on Discord with... when have you've streamed like once on Discord with us, though? Couldn't she sit out a cam? Well, if she wants to, yeah. Oh, show. Where the fuck? Oh, here. WuWa CC tier list. Y'all just want me to get into some beef, bro. Make a WuWa CC tier list. That's crazy. That is a good, like, bro, that is a good way to get, like, out there. Because, you know, motherfuckers be reacting to it. Did he say I'm an F tier? What tier does motherfucker put me in? Hell no. Let's do a serious tier list and then the serious tier list. What do you mean serious tier list and then the serious tier list? What you mean by that? If people got to know my top 10, would be mad at me, I think. I have so many goofy stuff in there. Hey, bro, that's not bad, though.
I hear cowering. I'll end you. Watch and learn.
CC tier list, they trying to sign you off. That's what I'm saying. They trying to get me into some beef, like, straight up, bro. You know some people got egos, bro. Where did this dude put me at? Oh, hell no. This dude only gets 500 views on his videos. He trash. How's he gonna talk shit about me? Right, I always find it so funny when motherfuckers be flexing their viewership. It's like, well, that's why your channel doesn't get as many views as me, bro. Like, okay. Cool. How does that make you a better person than me? Motherfuckers trying to flex, like, YouTube clout, bro. Shit's crazy to me. Shit is wild. Like, tier list and then Gooner tier list. You know, the actual tier list, though, I feel that is going to be controversial because so many people, like, be growing so attached to some of their characters, bro. They'd be growing so attached to some of their characters. And, like, people don't seem to understand that tier lists are, like, extremely biased. They're not factual. Like, you can't, like, one thing is, like, a fact. Okay, Shorekeeper has the most pull value in the game. That's a fact. When I say Brent is the best character in the game, that's an opinion. That's not a fact. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't like that. Some YouTubers will just not agree with them on their favorite units. They just be getting salty about it. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Let's go here. Objectively, neutrally speaking, XY and Carlos deserve T 0.5. That's crazy behavior. Why would you say that, bro? I mean, if we talk about certain things, like if we talk about standard banner characters, call Charo up there, you know what I mean? That way you could do the anime channel as well as watching with your girl. Win-win, that would be funny. Yeah, we could do that for sure. I could definitely ask her and see what she thinks. I mean, it is a fact he is one of the best, for sure. That is a fact. But saying he is the best, that's an opinion. If you want to light a fire under people's ass, do a best story quest tier list or best written tier list. Oh boy. People gonna be getting salty that their favorite character is not at the top or their favorite story. I'd say Brand really is the GOAT though, given you also have his weapon. Dude, go. I'm gonna be honest, if I'm gonna do a tier list for characters, I'm counting them with their weapon. Like, to me, it makes no sense to do a character tier list and not bring a character's weapon, because there are characters who have insane value on their weapons for them, whereas there are other characters that their weapon is very good, but it doesn't have as much value for them. So, like, for example, you grab a random DPS, and their weapon could be replaced, and you don't really be missing out on much. You're still going to do more damage with their signature, but the other weapon will still get the job done. Whereas, for example, Brandt's weapon has insane value to his kit because it gives him so much versatility and ease of build. You can go any direction you want. What the fuck? Ah, fuck. You can go any direction you want with his weapon. So when I do my character comparisons, I compare them all with their weapon. It just makes no sense to not compare them with their weapon to me. I always do S0R1 when it comes to comparisons. Where the hell is this shit? Oh, there. I can't save up. My pulse curl is always cooking with every character. Yeah. I uploaded a reaction video to Cosmos where it's like, I think it was Cosmos or Hakuru, I don't know. But it was like trying to save for the Cyberpunk collab. You're like, I'm gonna save in Withering Waves, bro. That Cyberpunk collab is looking so good, and then they drop every single character just looking amazing and being super cool. And then you're just there hating life because you can't skip anything. Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't, like, a lot of people feel, which I think, bro, look, I'm gonna be honest, this is one of my takes. Don't hate at me. I mean, actually hate at me if you want. But this is just one of my takes. I feel that people that get mad at CCs for including the weapon of a character into their builds or into their, like, breakdowns of it are dumb. Like, I've seen people get so mad at some people because they have the character and their weapon, and then they say the character's pay to win because you have their weapon. Right? And it's like, that shit makes no... Why don't you have their weapon? Oh, well, it's because I really like this other 3 characters, so I pulled them all. Do you have their weapons? No, I've never pulled a weapon. Why? Well, I could just use the second or third best option, and I'm not losing out on DPS. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then why are you bitching about not having his weapon? like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes no sense to me. Cardio with his signature, Lupus, his S tier performance. How much damage you be getting on your Carlos, bro? Like, he be doing work like that, Carlo? Oh shit, I didn't even notice that we were back down to 2, bro. Shit. Alright. I think we farmed enough, Chow. We farmed for 2 hours. I don't know if I got good shit, but we got some shit. So let's leave this co-op mode. In this TOA, he hit 127k on old cast. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Bro, it's, you know what's crazy? And look, do me a favor. Tell me if you guys think I'm wrong. Okay? A lot of people, me included, talk about how Withering Waves has no power. It doesn't have very, very heavy power creep, right? Doesn't have very heavy power creep. When the game came out, we had units like Calcharo and we had units like Encore. And we were hitting like 100,000, 90,000 continuously with like their biggest hits right? Like that's what we were hitting. That's what we would see on screen. S0 R1 Calcharo, S0 R1 Encore. Shit, S0 R1 Gion. We're hitting like 300,000 on a full rotation. You know, 400,000 on a full rotation. Calcharo was hitting like 80, 70, 60, maybe 100,000 hits, right? Now we have all these units coming out, and you compare their current damage, and yes, it is the standard banner characters, but you compare all the characters and their damage, how it's been progressively going up. And, you know, Jin Shi, I'm glad you pointed that out. And Jin Shi came out, bro. Yo, did she just do 400,000 on a rotation on an S0R1 on a fucking skill hit? And ever since then, bro, Brent can easily dish out 500,000 in a rotation. Something that no other character did back when the game released. And so forth and so on, right? Camellia, Cardathea, Furlova. Like, the damage they be hitting now, bro, like, characters be hitting 100,000 without even trying, bro. Like, you have a shitty-ass build on a character, and they be hitting 100,000 here, there, and everywhere. And back in the day, you needed a good build to see, like, 100,000 on your Calcharo or on your freaking, like, Encore or whatever, bro. Zanny hitting 100k every heavy with full ult. True, bro. That's what I'm saying. The only power creep is how the character's moveset is besides the Sentinels, but they deserve the extra power. Sentinels should be stronger, to be fair. They should naturally be stronger, but then, once again, it's where people complain about power creep, which I honestly don't even understand why people be complaining about power creep. As long as it's well managed, you know, I think character power creep is good, but game power creep has to be managed very carefully, because if you release a character that's downright busted and then they add content that only that character can beat, it's shit, right? But if they add characters that progressively get stronger and you can still beat content with the old stuff, it's absolutely fine. There should be some power creep and new mechanics, I think, to make it fun. Agreed. 100%. Hello, I've been good. Yo, how you doing, Eden? Appreciate you being here. Last TOA, I've hit like 830k with S3 Brand. That's what I'm saying. Like, the damage numbers they be hitting. Like, y'all seen my Brand. I don't know if y'all haven't seen it. I have a Brent video out there, bro. Like, I remember when Jin Shi came out, bro. Where is this? Let me just show y'all. When Jin Shi came out, everybody was like, yo, Jin Shi is so busted. And there was videos on YouTube of Jin Shi doing her rotation and nuking for like 1.3, 1.5 million. Like, they were going crazy with the nukes, right? Now you grab a character like Brent, right? You grab Brent, which is not a DPS, which is not a Sentinel Resonator, you know, anything, and you just do things like this, bro. I mean, we're talking about S6R5, comparing it to S6R5, right? Like, we're not just comparing, you know. Like, watch. I might not have, oh, there we go. Did y'all see how much I just hit? Let me just give y'all like a recap of how much I just hit, bro. Hold on, let me show y'all a recap of how much I just hit, bro. Watch. Main hit, 1 million. 2 extra hits, 142. 2 hits, 142. So right here, that's almost 300,000. 1 million, right? So 1.3 mil. And then another hit for 4.3 mil, or 4.3. So about 1.7, 1.8 mil on an anchor drop. That's just crazy to me. Like, that's actually insane to me. When Jin Shi was dealing those numbers back in the day as a Sentinel Resonator that was crazy strong. And once again, we ain't talking about like, oh, crazy power creep or anything, because everything still works perfectly. You can still beat everything with no problem, but that shit is crazy, bro. Like, that's actually insane, insane damage when you consider what Brent is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like how quick, y'all saw how fast that was? Like, y'all saw how fast that was, bro. Look, let me show y'all. One more time. Hold on. All right, hold on. Look. Brand gets on the field. Look at the boss's health, bro. Look at the boss's health. It's been 10 seconds since, like, my Shorekeeper and Lupa rotation. 10 seconds, bro. The boss is pretty much full health. I haven't hit my heavy hit. The boss is almost at half health. And it's been how long? 1 second, bro. And the boss is pretty much at half health. The boss is dead after that anchor hits. It's been 5 seconds, bro. The boss is dead. It took Brand, like, the actual Brand rotation when Brand hits the field takes this motherfucker 5 seconds to kill the boss, bro. At pretty much full health. That shit's insane. And you could do the same thing with Zani. You could do the same thing with, like, Cardathea, which back in the day, you weren't really doing that all that much. And bro, at this point in WuWa, I just pull best designed character and just explore the map. Yeah, pretty much. Why is my name Brant Licker on Discord? Because he posted some freaky ass Brant picture, bro. That's why. The fact that Brand melted half of his health just by intro lib is nuts. Yeah, bro. That's why, like, when I look at a character like Brant, I low-key, I don't want to glaze a freaking male character. I don't like that. I like my female characters, low-key. Just like the next guy, you know? But the reality of it is that I can't outlook how good this fucking character is. And I'm waiting for the next waifu that I can glaze this much. Why is that dude taking, like, no damage? That's a god right there. I'm stuck. There we go. Crazy. Bro, y'all were making fun of me and sending shirtless Ling Yang. Hey, but you like shirtless Ling Yang. What are we talking about? Just remember, it ain't glaze if it's true. Facts. Strong. You seen how strong that thing was? It wasn't dying, bro. Homie was just staying alive for no reason. Alright, let's chill right here. Let's see what tier list we're gonna do. This is gonna be a crazy tier list, bro. Because I know you guys be on it when it comes to some of these things. Do we do the regular tier list? Or do we do the D-Gen tier list, chat? Oh boy. Let me see. I'll edit this freaking D-Gen tier list and I'll add some crazy D-Gen pictures to it, just letting y'all know. So even if you're on the stream, you want to watch it when it goes live, because some of the pictures I'll be putting on there are crazy. I don't know if I want to do 4-star characters on the actual WuWa tier list. I'll just do everybody, bro. This is gonna be something, bro. People are gonna be mad. Let's go like this. All right. Boy, oh boy. I miss a whole squad running through the world beating bosses. Can't do that. Oh yeah, that was TOF days, peak TOF days. We can't do D-Gen tier list and then also rate them on how usable they are. That's crazy. Imagine Adams. I don't think they're adding any in-game content from Cyberpunk. If they do, that'd be crazy cool. But it just makes no sense. Like a weekly boss, Adam Smasher, you would have to make him so he gives currency to, or, you know, materials that work even on future characters. And I doubt that would happen. You know what I mean? Do I say play Etheria? I play Etheria almost every day. Not almost. I play Etheria every single day. You know what I mean? Let's do this tier list first. We're going to do the serious tier list first. Did I see the female brand you sent today? I have not seen the female brand you sent today. I haven't really been on Discord too much, to be fair. Oh, shit. There we go. You play Silver and Blood. Right now, I'm only playing Etheria, and I'm playing Lost Sword. Those are the only two gacha games outside of Wuthering Waves that I'm actually playing. All right, let's see. I need you guys active with this. I need you guys cooking me or telling me if I'm right or not, okay? What's good, guys? So today we have a tier list video. We're going to be ranking every character in Wuthering Waves based on how good, how bad, or how mid they are. Now, I do want to say before we get deeper into the video, this is my personal opinion. I could be wrong as hell, and if I are, cook me in the comments. Let me know. My opinion sucks. 7 out of 10, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's based around how I see these characters, how much I use them, and where I see them in the current meta, right? So if I think a character is mid, but in reality it's your main and you think it's the greatest of all time, just call me a piece of shit for putting it in mid and like the video. All right, with that being said, we got the chat, and we're going to be yapping a little bit. Yo, what up, Jet? Homie straight up came into the stream with a $50 dono and said, DBC is the best, hands down, eat my ass. That's wild. Appreciate you, Jet. Much love. Let's continue on to the tier list. So first off, we have Rover. I'm going to be honest, bro. Rover is great. Rover's a pretty good unit. You can slot him in a whole bunch of teams. Overall, a pretty strong character. And even though it's not the very best at anything, it does allow for a lot of usability. If you need a strong DPS, you can go ahead and use Havoc Rover. If you need something for your Arrow Erosion team, even though he himself doesn't apply Arrow Erosion, you can still slot him in there. And if you need something for your Spectral Frazzle team, he works pretty well with Spectral Frazzle characters. So be it Havoc, Spectral, or Arrow, I'm going to put Rover in peak unit, in great units. He is great because you could slot him everyone, but he's not the very best at anything. He's just good. So I'm gonna put both Rovers in there. Okay, I'm gonna put both Rovers in there. We have Shishia. They all right. Like Shishia's good. You could do a lot of shit with Shishia. I've seen people clearing solo holograms with Shishia, but in all reality, we're not gonna say they're like great. They're not. You could say Shishia is mid. How about this? We'll leave some wiggle room. Shishia is mid. I've seen some people build around Shishia, and she does do some work, okay? Yang Yang. She's all right. Yang Yang is all right. She's very specific for very specific things. She is pretty good in Whimpering Waste. So I will say she is pretty good in Whimpering Waste. We might move these towards the end of the video, so don't even worry, guys. We might end up moving Shishia down, Shishia up. You know, same with all these characters, right? Bro, I don't know if I want to, for example, I don't know if I want to leave Shishia in mid or leave it in, like, all right. I'll leave her in all right, bro. I'm going to be honest. I think there's going to be other units out here. We have Baija. Baija. Bro, Baija is like, why build Baija if you have Shorekeeper? Why build Baija if you have Arena? There is really not a lot of scenarios where you're going to build Baija unless you really like the unit. So I'm going to put her in, like, all right. Right? Then we have Sanhua. Let's be honest, she's a great unit. There might be other units that are better, but Sanhua has been carrying accounts, right? Sanhua has been on many different teams for a very long time, so she's just a good unit. Let's just keep it at that. Simple. We have, what's the name of this old guy? Yuan-Wu. No, thank you. Yuan-Wu is boring. At the end of the day, he's boring. He's just not that good. You could run him with Jin Shi. That's about it. But in all reality, nobody's really building Yuan-Wu. That's just the reality of it. You have the heavies. You have Taochi. Apart from having an insanely heavy rack that weighs about 35 pounds each, she doesn't bring anything to the table. She's an extremely slow character. Her kit is freaking blocky and clunky, and she's just not good. So no thank you. We have Don Jin. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Don Jin is an insane unit, right? Don Jin is Don Jin. I'm going to put her at peak because she's the only unit that you really see motherfuckers out here doing some crazy shit with. Insanely strong, solo unit, and people have been rocking her since forever to do some of the craziest things in the game. Is she a character that you absolutely must build? No, this is not a must build tier list, but Don Jin is Don Jin. It's just what it is. I don't have her build, but I know what she does and what she brings to the table. Alto, they all right. Like Alto's okay. You could do content with him. You could solo just like, you know, with Shishia. But at the end of the day, you're not really building Alto unless you want to build Alto. But there's never really going to be a scenario where you're going to be like, yo, I'm going to build Alto because that arrow buff is so nice. I'm going to build Alto because he does this and that. He's just one of those units, right? Up next, we have Mortefi. Bro, let's be honest. Mortefi is a GOAT. Mortefi is just on that same boat with Sanhua, being a GOAT, okay? He does a lot of good work, right? That's pretty much all you can say about this character. From the jump, he was the best partner for Gion, and he just offers a lot just like Sanhua, right? Now, here's what I gotta say about standard banner characters, because we're about to jump on all the standard banner 5-star characters. I'm gonna rate the standard banner characters, and I'm gonna give them a little bit of wiggle room because they're standard banner characters. So I don't feel right to drop like a top DPS unit in peak, right? Like let's say Cardathea at peak, and then compare Cardathea's damage to like Kalcharo, and then put Kalcharo at like the bottom, because his damage would be like trash compared to Cardathea. So all the standard banner units are gonna get some wiggle room because they're standard banner units, okay? Just throwing that out there. First off, we have Encore. I think Encore is the best damage dealer, or one of the best, probably up there with Kalcharo, but I think she outdoes him in damage a little bit. And I think she's just pretty good. She's relatively easy to run. You could build her in many different ways, and you could pair her up with many different units that are easy to get at the start of the game, and she's going to deal good damage. She's a character that will be good to deal damage, simple to use, and overall pretty useful. I remember when I first started playing, I casually got her, and Kalcharo were, you know, carrying me on all sorts of content. Verena, peak unit. Let's be real. Verena is one of the best characters in the game, right? Even to this day. Standard banner. If you have her build, you're good to go. She's going to be your support, healer, buffer, all that good stuff. Definitely worth building. Even if you have Shorekeeper, Verena's still very much worth building, because there are game modes that, as we know, we need 2, maybe even 3 teams. So Verena, peak unit that you should definitely build no matter what. Ling Yang. They all right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ling Yang is okay, bro. Like, you could do work with Ling Yang, but something about his kit is just weird. His gameplay is all right, is not bad. But the reality about Ling Yang is that he is a main DPS. And when you compare him and his gameplay and what he brings to the table to a character like Encore, or a character like Kalcharo, I personally feel that Ling Yang kind of just falls behind a little bit, okay? I do think that he feels a little bit boring and a little bit lackluster in comparison to like Encore and maybe Kalcharo, but hey, if we have some Ling Yang lovers in the chat or in the comments, you guys could tell me maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does deal more damage than Kalcharo and Encore, but he just doesn't feel like he does. Up next, we have Zhang Xing, aka the Bricklayer, aka clunky gameplay, aka she's slow as fuck. And I gotta be honest, she's cool. She was the only waifu out of the standard banner characters, and I don't like her at all. I feel like her gameplay is suited for a very specific random group of people out there in the world, but I don't like her. I don't think she's that good. I guess you could build her for a support, healer, I guess shielder, buffer, you know, if you don't have Arena. But in all honesty, like, I don't like her. I don't want to put her in the no thank you, because I guess she could still see some use. But part of me does want to put her in the no thank you. I just don't like her, bro. I feel that there is not a situation where if you have a team, you build her and she feels good to play. You're doing a smooth rotation and you get to her and it's like it stops your momentum to do that clunky ass rotation. That's just my take. Kalcharo goes on mid as well, because Kalcharo, once again, he carried us at the beginning. He has aura and he's good. He's a good damage dealer without taking into consideration his fucking animation cancel to deal even more damage. Kalcharo is just a great character, looks good, makes the game enjoyable, and he does deal damage that will allow you to clear content. Matter of fact, back in 1.0, and up to 1.1, 1.2, I forget when Mount Firmament dropped. I cleared every single hologram, every single game mode, all the towers, everything there was in the game with Calcharo, apart from Tempest Mephis, and I cleared that with Encore. So Calcharo, clearing all content when the game first released, no problem whatsoever, okay? Now, here's where we get a little bit, you know, diverse, because I know a lot of people are going to have mixed feelings regarding some of these characters, bro. And I'm going to tell you why my ratings are going to be exactly what they're going to be, right? If I say anything, you know, call me out. Gion, the first ever limited banner character. Gion still holds great to this day. He's still a great character. You can still clear all of Tower. You can still clear all the holograms. You can still clear Whimpering Waste. He's a character that, despite being a year old, he's still one of the best units in the game. But I'm going to hold him back from being a peak unit, and I'm going to tell you why. When I compare him to the other Arrow character, right, Cardathea, it's hard to put them both at peak when Cardathea is such a fucking broken character. That's not to say that Gion ain't absolutely crazy. Gion is an absolutely insane unit. He stood the test of time perfectly, and he's still probably one of the best AoE characters. He parry. You could have your eyes closed and just spam attack, and this dude will parry everything. He won't even try. He'll just naturally parry everything. For ease of play, I will say he's pretty damn good, but I won't put him at peak. I'm going to put him at great. I might even lower him down to mid as we go through, but for now, I'll put him at great, right? He might not be the best character, but he's still pretty damn strong. Yin Lin, oh my goodness. Yin Lin is the first ever limited banner waifu. And I'm going to be honest, she was great. I loved Yin Lin. She's beautiful as a character. But we were just discussing this on my stream the other day, and I gotta say, guys, I think Yin Lin is the character that's fallen off the most out of all the limited banner characters. It feels like all the partners for her have better options, and you could run her with Yao, but then you could also run her with like other units, and she just doesn't have a spot that I feel she's the best at. Yao is great with Shangli, and you could also run him with Yin Lin, and he's going to be good, but Yin Lin is definitely the character that's fallen off the most. For sure, out of all the limited banner characters. That's just my take. So I'm going to put her... See, here's the problem. If I put Calcharo and Encore at mid, I feel bad putting her anywhere below them. Because I do think that in a certain way, Yin Lin might be a little bit better than Encore and Calcharo. So I'm going to put her at mid. Even though... Or I might just lower these two to They All Right. Lower Ling Yang to no thank you, and then leave her in They All Right. What do you guys think? Yin Lin below? See, here's the problem, bro, but putting Yin Lin under I mean, to be fair, Calcharo and Encore can carry. Yin Lin probably has less value than them. I don't know. We'll see. So far, the list is looking like this. We might change these a little bit later, okay? Because I know some people, why is Encore above Yin Lin? Hell no. You know what I mean? So I think she's fine here for now, okay? Then we have Jin Shi, and I gotta be honest. Oh yeah, if we count Yin Lin's weapon, she gotta go in like great, because her weapon's a whole nother topic. Her weapon's probably one of the best weapons in the game. We move on over to Jin Shi, and I gotta be honest, Jin Shi, our first Sentinel Resonator, the first character to drop numbers on screen that made people say, what the hell is even that? The first character that easily gave us million nukes was Jin Shi. And to this day, she stands the test of time. She's still destroying holograms. She's still destroying towers. She's not as good in Whimpering Waste because of the way Whimpering Waste works and the way her kit works. But she's still pretty good. And overall, she still does exactly what she was meant to do, just as good as she did a year ago. She's still a beast. Probably the strongest, like, nuking character out there, if we consider all the other options. So I am going to put her at peak. There's just no other character that deals a nukes like she does. That's just the reality of it. She's still really, really good, and she does her job perfectly. Shang Li, bro. Shang Li. Oh my god, bro. Shang Li. I love Shang Li. She was the character that made me replace Yin Lin, and Yin Lin was the character that I fell in love with WuWa for. I thought she was great. Red-headed elf, amazing. But Shang Li was just amazing looking. I seen Shang Li's gameplay, and oh my god, bro. She was great. Everything about Shang Li spoke volumes to me. I played her story. She was good. But the sad reality about Shang Li is that she is the weak link out of the Fusion team. The premium Fusion team involving her, Brandt, and Lupa, she is the one character, despite being the main DPS out of that team, that you could replace and you wouldn't even feel it. It's just the reality of it. I love Shang Li. I S6'd her after knowing that she's not the best out of that team, right? But the reality of it is she is not on Gion levels. And seeing this, bro, I do think this goes here. I do think this goes like this, bro. Shang Li is mid. It's just the reality of it. I know some of y'all might hate me for it, but when I've played my Fusion team comps, she is the one character that I'm like, god damn, bro. She's the only Fusion character, premium Fusion character, that has the main damage dealer role, and she has her sub DPS and healer dealing more damage than her. She's a great unit. Design-wise, peak. She's great in Whimpering Waste, peak. But in all reality, she's not the type of character that is just absolutely insane. If you're looking for a main DPS, there are, just on this board, there's already better options, right? You can go Jin Shi, you can go Gion, and it's going to get even better. If you're looking for like a sub DPS, she is great. She is great as a sub DPS. She pairs well with a lot of different characters. But overall, she's just kind of mid. She's good, but she's not like that, you know? It's just the reality of it. We have the NPC, Zhang Liao. Straight up NPC. He's a great unit. Zhang Liao does work. I'm going to be honest. Zhang Liao has a good kit. He's strong. He has a lot of things that function very well. He's good for holograms. He's good for tower. I think he's pretty good in Whimpering Waste as well. He's good for a quick swap character. So oftentimes you can slot this NPC into a lot of different teams because he's so quick swappable. So I think Zhang Liao is pretty good. Okay? I think he's pretty good. Then we have GACHA. GACHA is good. She's good with coordinated. I do think in terms of coordinated, she's pretty good. But my problem is that I have a hard time giving love to coordinated attackers, or at least coordinated support characters. Coordinated like DPS units might be a little bit different, but coordinated supports are like a little bit eh. But I will say when it comes to it, like her, she's a great unit. She's the best support for the Glacio team. She goes great with Carlotta, and she's relatively very quick to get on and off the field. Okay? So I'ma just put it there. Okay? I will rate her below, like, if I don't have the tier list in order, but I would put it something like this. What the fuck? I would put it something like this, right? Like, some changes might still happen as we go. Right? Cool. There we go. So, yeah, overall, that's what I think so far. And I do think she goes up here in great units because she works pretty damn good. And yes, she is best partners to Jin Shi as well. She works very well with Jin Shi as does Cantarella. But I do think she's a great unit. She might get replaced in the future, but she's overall very good. YOOOO. I don't know what the fuck. YOOOO, like, I don't know. She's a 40-year-old toddler, bro. Her voice reminds me of a smoker, bro. And honestly, I don't know what, apart from Rexland and like one dude in my Discord, I don't know nobody that cares about this freaking 40-year-old toddler, bro. Camelia's great. I like Camellia. She does a lot of damage, but something about her freaking kit makes me feel like I'm just opening myself up to get attacked, bro. Like, yo, just do damage to me. I don't know what it is about Camelia's kit. I always end up getting slapped by the bosses while I'm doing her freaking rotations. I don't know what it is, bro. She does a lot of damage. Her gameplay is relatively easy. Still a nuker. She's great for bosses. She's great for holograms. She's great for Whimpering Waste. Would I put her at peak? No, I'd put her at great units. I'll definitely put her at great because she's just super good. But something about the way she plays is it feels like it leaves me vulnerable for damage, okay? Up next, Shorekeeper. Do we need to? I'll go in. I'll entertain everybody. The best character in all of Withering Waves in terms of value. Simply the best. The best support unit in the game. The only character in the game that is going to buff your crit rate and crit damage. She gives pretty good heals. Her buff durations is pretty damn good. She has another really good constellation. If you end up getting, I believe it's 2 dupes of her, she also buffs your attack. So with a little bit of investment, she's over here buffing your crit rate, crit damage, and attack, which is absolutely insane. She fits on absolutely every single team comp in the game. So that's probably the highest priority character for most people. Do you have to get her? No. Will she make your life easier? Absolutely. Hands down, one of the best characters, if not the best, most valuable character in the game. And there's a reason Kuro hasn't dropped another character like her. We've gotten a lot of DPSs, we've gotten a lot of supports, but we haven't gotten any other Shorekeepers. And that's because she's absolutely cracked. Up next, we have the Rat. For all you rat fuckers out there, we have Lumi, and I don't know. Lumi is like, no thank you. Like, I don't really see a reason to build Lumi. And yes, I understand some people might look at me and be like, yo, but Lumi is very specific. You could run her in this team. Oh, what about YOOOO? I could run her in this team. Yeah, but there are so many other options that you build over these characters. Why build them, right? Unless you have fun. It's always fun to build any of these characters. If you want to build like Taochi or Lumi, whatever, cool. But we're talking about like in terms of like how much should you build these characters, right? Rosha. Okay, Rosha is a character that is pretty good overworld farming. She's pretty damn good for echo grinding. She's good in tower. She's good, very, very good in Whimpering Waste. And she's good in holograms. But she's a character that has like a, per se, a limited use. The way I like to see it with Rosha is the fact that you use her for AoE. Like, that's it. She's probably going to be doing some good single target damage, but her role is very locked into that department, and she's one of the best at it. Once again, one of the best Whimpering Waste characters, one of the best, like, open world exploration and, like, farming characters in the game. She's a great unit. I will say Rosha is a great unit. Her design, you know, she's a kid, so I would put her down here, but the reality of it, she is a great unit. Rosha is a great unit. Let's be real. She's actually pretty damn good. Carlotta. Carlotta is tied for me as one of the best, most valuable DPS characters in the game, because when you're just getting into Withering Waves, Carlotta will make the game easier for you. She's a great damage dealer. She has ranged attacks. She literally freezes the enemy in place. So if you're having a hard time, she'll help you cheese some bosses, some holograms, some tower stages, whatever it may be. So she's very, very good. Still super strong. Very, very high value in my opinion. So I will put her in peak. She'll be right up here with Jinshi. Matter of fact, I'll put her over Jinshi because Jinshi takes a very specific team. You want to make sure she builds her stacks really fast to deal the damage with her nuke. Whereas Carlotta is just right off the bat. You drop her in, she's dealing damage, she's has good usability and everything. So Carlotta would probably be above Jinshi, right? That's just my take personally, okay? When it comes to Peebs, Peebs is a very interesting character. She also slows down your enemy. She has pretty big AoE damage. She is amazing as a main DPS, and she's amazing as a sub DPS. If you get her because you want to have her as your main DPS, she's gonna deal good damage. You rock her with your nice little Spectral Rover, she's gonna deal good damage. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, she hits hard, bro. And she's good at single target, and she's good at AoE. A lot of people say that she's not that good at Whimpering Waste, but I think she's alright. She's decently good at Whimpering Waste, not the best by any means. She's great at holograms, and she's very good at tower. And if you're rocking her as a sub DPS for a character like Zani, she's also super good. So overall, I'm going to put Peebs in peak units. Because I do think Peebs is better than Camellia, I do think Peebs is better than Gion, and I do think Peebs is better than Zhang Liao. Worst case scenario should be the best out of the great units, but I do think she is a peak unit, 100%. She is super, super good, bro. She's very good. I don't know where I'll put her up here. I'll just leave her like here for now. We have Brent, and I don't know if you know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, but I'm probably the biggest Brent glazer on YouTube, and even though I'm not proud, because I do not like male characters in my gacha games, the reality of it is that Brent forced me to become a fan because she's just one of the best characters in the game. He does everything. Bro, y'all ever heard Jack of all trades, master of none? For some reason, Brent feels like a jack of all trade, master of all. He's one of the best supports, shielders, and buffers in the game. Oh, and he heals too. But if you build him as a DPS and build around him for him to be your main DPS, even though he's a healer and a shielder, this dude will still deal DPS comparable to some of the top DPS characters in the game. So I'm going to put him at peak units, bro. I'm going to put him right there because he's just that great. You hop into the game, you pulled Brent will carry your account. Brent and Shorekeeper will easily carry your account through every content. Brent is insane in WuWa. Brent is insane in Tower. Brent is insane in holograms at S0R1, bro. I have videos on my channel clearing holograms and Tower with S0R1 Brent. It's actually insane. It's actually insane. And this is coming from someone that used to be a Brent hater, bro. Low key. Contarella. I hate her basic gameplay, and her jellyfish form is not my favorite either. But Cantarella is a great unit. Cantarella is definitely up here with Jeja. Very good coordinated attacker. She heals, she buffs. Pretty damn good character for multiple units like Jinshi and Camellia. Furlova, I mean. So she works pretty damn good. I do think she's a great character. Not for everybody. Her gameplay goes from being very stiff and stale to very freaking wiggly all over the place. But she does offer a lot. Healing, buffing, coordinated attack. So she is a pretty good character. I'm gonna just be real. She's a good character. The first controversial pick. Zani. I love Zani. One of my favorite characters in the game, looks-wise. I don't like her office outfit, but I do like, you know, the horns, the hairs, the tail. She caked up too. But Zani is a very interesting character for me. If we're talking about Zani in her premium team with Phoebe, she's a great unit. I'm not going to put her at peak. She's a great unit. I'd even put her like up here. Like up here, right? I'd even put her up there. If we're talking about her with Peeb, right? If we're talking about Zani without Peeb, I'd have to put her like up here. Maybe even lower. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's hard to put it lower because I have like Encore and Kalchara, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna rank her without Peeb, bro. The reason for Zani not being as good is because half of her gameplay feels like shit for a lot of people. Some people might love it. You personally watching the video might love her shield gameplay. But if you compare her shield gameplay to her Super Saiyan gameplay, it's kind of shit, right? If you're playing Zani without anybody applying Spectral Frazzle, you're cucking yourself on a lot of damage. So I'ma just be real, bro. I have S6R5 Zani. I have the premium Zani team. You take off Zani, it feels like shit. It doesn't matter if you can run her with Spectral Rover and Spectral Rover is doing Spectral Rover things and you're still clearing content. A lot of times it's how it feels to clear that content. And Zani without Peebs, I think she's mid. I don't think you should want to pull Zani without Peeb, or, you know, you could pull Zani but eventually get Peeb. That's just probably in terms of synergy and a unit wanting another unit to play better. Zani is definitely up there. I love Zani. Y'all know Zani and Shangli are my waifus, but that's just where they gotta go. Cardathea. Oh my god. Cardathea is a very strong character at S0R1, and she's probably one of the most busted characters once you start getting dupes for her. Like, her power ramp up when you get dupes on this character is just absolutely insane. I have a lot of these characters with tons of dupes. I have max duped several of these characters. Cardathea was the first character that I never got to finish a rotation before the boss was dead. Every other character allows me to do their rotation and their big hitting move. Cardathea Duped Up does not allow me to do a rotation. Most bosses are dead before I even get to deal her biggest damage hitting move. So they're dead before I drop her nuke. Think about that. She is actually absolutely insane. She's great for towers. She's great for Whimpering Waste. She's great for holograms. Overall, she's really good. She's a really, really strong character. I'll put her up here. There we go. I'd put her up there. She's actually freaking insane. Then we have Siakona. Siakona's a good character. She's quick. You could swap her in and out quick. But I'm going to be honest, I don't see her value as high as other supports like, you know, GACHA, Roshia, or Cantarella. I see her being very strict to Arrow Erosion teams. So while right now there are not that many, or there isn't any Erosion characters apart from Cardathea, I feel that she, like, you could probably sit here and tell me, well, I run her with this team, but that's just probably because you want to. In all reality, she's not a bad unit. Her kit is not bad. Her kit is good, but simply because there are more characters that could be put in other locations, I don't think she's peak. And, I want to put her at great because she does have a good kit, but currently, she really only has strict value with Cardathea. So I want to put her at mid, even though I don't think she's mid, right? So, like, I don't know. I think she's kind of just in here for Cardathea, so I'm gonna put her here. I'm gonna put her at mid. She's not a bad unit, and her kit is not bad. But the simple fact that at the current stage of the game, there's not that many teams where you're gonna want to run her and be like, yeah, she's fucking amazing. That's why she's gonna go at mid, right? You know what I'm saying? We got Lupa. Lupa is an amazing supporting character for the Fusion team. She's very good. She's a little underwhelming, and a lot of people thought she was underwhelming in the sense that they thought she was going to be a damage dealer, and she's not. And she is the weakest damage dealing character out of the Fusion team. But the fact that her rotation is so smooth, and the fact that she buffs so good, she's being used not only in the Fusion teams, but some people are using her on other teams. And let's just wait. There might be other characters in the future that she's going to come in there and absolutely just take the spot as the best support. So I do think Lupa is a very good unit. I would put her up here, and I'd probably put her like over here, bro. It's either low great or high mid for me with Lupa. I don't think she's peak, and like I said, she could be great or she could be high mid, right? You know what I mean? Now, Frolova is another character that's absolutely insane when it comes to dealing damage. She is actually bro, I've seen a Frolova with S0R1 sitting out here with like 400 freaking crit damage, like high-ass crit rate. Like, her modifiers are insane. She plays really damn good, and there's a lot of characters you can run with your Frolova that work really good. And then if we consider the premium Havoc team currently for Frolova, which is Roshia and Cantarella, I would say she's one of the top DPS characters in the game. Straight up, very, very strong. So I would definitely put her up here. I'd definitely put her up here. Now, you know, these could all change. I think these top three are definitely good here. These three could all be in any order, honestly. And then what's left are the characters that are not released. So I'd have to test them design-wise. You know, we'd put her up here. Would definitely put her up here. But we're still waiting to see what these units bring to the table. So I'm not really going to rate them nowhere because it just makes no sense. I like to get my hands dirty with testing and seeing how things go. Now, here is how it goes. There are things that can change in this tier list. In all honesty, like if I wanted to be a little bit more critical or change things a little bit more, I'd probably do this. I'd probably do something along these lines, bro, like over here, like this, right? I'd probably move Calcharo and Homegirl over here, right? I'd probably do this, right? And then I'll do this right here, right? Like, I'd leave these in mid. Like that. Low-key, she could even, bro, I love Zani, but low-key, she feels like trash without her without peeps, bro. Now, I'm a little bit concerned regarding characters like, for example, Roshia. Like, these three, bro. I feel like these three characters are all really good, but they're so limiting, right? Like, they're very limiting right now. When Siakona, Roshia, and Lupa are very limiting characters. You could run them in several different teams. They're good, but there are other options. So it could go either way. Either these three characters are going to be, like, high mid units, so like up here, right, like this, or they're just gonna be up here. In all honesty, as their supports, and they are best in slot for their respective teams, I'm just gonna put them like this. I think this is not bad at all, since they're all the best in slot for each of their respective teams. But yeah, that's probably the end of my tier list. I'm probably, you know, biased towards certain units, but in all honesty, after playing every character, having every character in here, and having seen not only what I do, but what a lot of other people are doing, I think this is as fair as I can say for a tier list in Wuthering Waves. There is reasonings how some characters could be like freaking up here if they have their partners, and then be down here if they don't. But in all reality, I do think this is how the tier list is gonna finish out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did I cook, or am I gonna get cooked? For now, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. All right, there we go. Video recorded. How was that? How was that? It wasn't bad, right? It was a decent tier list, chat. It was a decent tier list. Like, I didn't get cooked that bad. Zanny might actually be on par with Carl without Peeb. Without Peeb, damn, that does not do any favors for Carl. But Carl still feels better to play, bro. It was actually very fair. I'm glad you guys thought it was decent, right? Like, it was a W tier list. I think that it's more so about how the characters feel in the current meta rather than an overall change, you know, because we don't know what's going to happen. For example, Siakona could be down here, but if they drop another, or she could be, let's say, down here, but if they drop a crazy arrow erosion character and she just synergizes beautifully with him, she can go up here, right? But when you look at some of the other characters, their kits feel so complete. Like, they're just good everywhere. But yeah, that's the tier list for today. Let me get a screenshot. Actually, I'll leave that there. Because now we have the other tier list, the Gooner tier list. I know you guys like the Gooner, you know, the Gooner stuff. If Zani goes down, I'd also put, yeah, if Zani goes down, like if I bring Zani down, I'll definitely put these down for sure. Like, I'd go like this if I bring her down. And honestly, it seems more fair. This right here seems more fair. So I'm gonna just leave it like that for now. For the thumbnail. See, the thing with Shangli is that the reality of it, there's not much to disagree about. Like, all the reasonings that I said for Shangli are really there. She's not a better DPS. She's a main damage dealer. She's not a better main damage dealer than Jian, than Camellia, than Yao. She's just not. She falls off in every one of those categories. She's really good at quick swapping with teams like Yao, but it's like, I might just get Yao because she's great at quick swapping, but also a better DPS than her, right? So apart from that, there's no other argument that you could say for Shangli to say that she you know, belongs up here. You might be, oh, well, Zheja is up here. Shangli is better than... Is she, though? Is she? Zheja could fit on multiple teams and be very good as the best in slot option for multiple teams. Shangli is not even the best in slot option for her own team. So it's like, you know what I mean? All right, let's go for the milk meat, the milk me freaking category. Let's see who's gonna get milked, who's dateable, who's boring, and who's getting the FBI called on them. John's gonna rate this a -7 out of 10. He's gonna rage when he sees his two waifus down, bro. He's gonna rage when he sees her, but it's just the reality of it, bro. She's cooked. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The awaited Gooner tier list, the DGen tier list, or the GigaChat tier list, however you prefer to call this tier list. Today, we're going to look at the hottest, ugliest, and suspicious units from Wuthering Waves and ranking them based on how hot they are, okay? So, we got some stuff to talk about today, okay? My favorite unit might not be your favorite unit. But there are certain units that if you think are hot, you're going to jail, motherfucker. I'm just telling you, you're going to jail. You're weird. So without further ado, let's kick it off. First off, we have the Rover. I'm gonna be honest, Rover is hot as hell. Like, I'll take Rover out for dinner, and you know that long ponytail, I'll wrap that thing around my head. That's another topic. But Rover's pretty hot. I gotta be honest, she's probably one of the hottest MCs out of any of these gacha games. A lot of these gacha games, main characters look like straight up doo-doo. So I'll put Rover in the dateable tier. You could put male Rover there, because I'm sure girls like him too. So, you know, Rover is dope. Rover is cool. We have Shishia, and I'm gonna be honest. Shishia, bro, I don't know what it is about Shishia, but I just think she's just basic, bro. She's just basic, bro. I don't know. She looked like an NPC sometimes. I don't think she'd be a very interesting character. She might be crazy in the story. She might be doing a lot of gun tricks and shit. But I do not feel like Shishia is that type of character, and I'm going to just put her in the boring tier. I'm just put her there. Yang Yang. Dog, Yang Yang is an NPC. Let's be... Yang Yang. Yang Yang is an NPC as NPC gets, bro. So we're putting her in the boring tier. Straight up, okay? Baija. Baija, bro. Like, she's... You seen Baija in the game? She got the heavies. And she looks good as hell, bro. Baija, 100% in this particular tier right here. The green tier. We're going to call it green tier. Without questions, bro. 100%, bro. She's peak, bro. We have Sanhua. Bro. She is our only, like, goth-colored girl. Like, dark clothing, red eyes, white hair. I'm gonna be honest, she's hot as hell, bro. Sanhua is hot as hell, bro. She got that dark vibes going. WuWa, he's like a grandpappy. I'm gonna put him in boring, bro. He's the uncle at the family gathering. I ain't going for that. I'm sure you guys ain't going for that. Hey, there might be some freaks out there that like they like 75-year-old men. That's up to you. That ain't up to me. I don't like them. Taochi. Who defines the milk me category better than Taochi, bro? Who defines the category of the heavies better than Taochi, bro? Nobody. I think she got one of the heaviest heavies in the entire game, bro. So she's gonna go in the milk me category. I'm not a big fan of short hair, but I could work with it because she got the heavies. So she's definitely going in the milk me category. And I find it hilarious how we just did another tier list, and this tier list is already looking completely different than the other one. Up next, we have Donjin. Donjin probably gonna kill you before she do anything with you. Donjin gonna kill you. She ain't going in boring, but she's going in all right. I don't put her in boring because then she might kill me. But she definitely got that, like, crazy girlfriend vibe. She's gonna be the man of the relationship if she gets into her moods, bro. She might be all nice and everything. You piss her off, you're getting your dick chopped off. It's just straight up, bro. And she gonna enjoy it and laugh at it. So that's where she goes, okay? We have Alto. Alto, you know, Alto got swag. He got the shades on. He got the neck tacit mark, bro. You ain't gonna tell me, like, if you're a girl and you watching, you ain't gonna tell me that you wouldn't, you know, be down to go on a date with a dude that looked like Alto, bro. Come on, he can pull. He goated. He can pull. I'm gonna put him here, bro. I think he can pull. Mortefi, bro. Mortefi is all right. Like, some people might like him. I'll put him in all right. Mortefi got, like, the crazy dragon hand. He got red hair. He tall. He works at a lab. He probably got money. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put him there. The next tier, I'm gonna be honest. If you have any opinion that is different from what I'm about to rate these guys, you're going to jail. This is what I'm about to say is not opinion based. What I'm about to say is factual facts, bro. Simple as that. We ain't even gonna discuss this. Encore, she is a goddamn toddler, bro. She goes in the FBI tier. Anything else, you're banned. Anything else, you're going to jail, bro. You're weird. Marina, she's like 4 years old. She's in the FBI tier. She shouldn't even be mentioned in this particular tier list. You're weird. Then we have Ling Yang. Ling Yang is a very interesting pick because for me personally, he's a boring character, or like an all right. I personally put him at boring because I don't like that. But if you're a furry, If you like them furries, if you like to dress up as a panda when you're getting freaky with your girl, you might put him in the milk me tier. But personally, I'm putting him in boring. I don't like him, bro. He doing too much. He's over here dancing and shit. Nah, I don't like him, bro. Calcharo, let's be real, bro. Calcharo deserves to be in this tier. He's gonna take your girl. He's gonna take your mom. He's just, bro, he has enough aura for everybody. He got Sun Jin Woo level aura. He's just aura farming for no reason. Like, he has no business being a standard banner character, being this dope of a character, bro. It's just straight up. Whether you like him or not, he's better than you. So that's just the reality. Zhang Xing should put me to sleep. She's hot. She's hot, okay? She's a cute character. How about this? We'll put her in dateable. She'll put me to sleep talking to her, but I'll put her in dateable because she's a nice girl. Some of y'all might like nice girls, you know? So just on that alone, she's a dateable character, okay? But she's boring. She's a bricklayer. Like, she goes to work and she lays bricks. I don't know if that would be a very interesting conversation. So I'll put her in dateable, okay? Because I know some people be loving up on her and they're going to come at me and, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put her there. Gion. Come on, Gion is him, bro. Another really cool looking dude. He's another badass looking dude. He's a general on top of that, so you know he got money. So you know them gold diggers gonna be after him. And he looks good. He tall as hell. He ripped. He got a goddamn... He probably got 2 dragons, if you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, Gion gotta be on that tier list because he's goated. He is one of the, you know, top tier looking characters. Yin Lin, she goes in the green tier list. She probably goes up here for me. And I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I don't put her in the milk me tier is because I think Yin Lin is a freak. I think Yin Lin is one of them dominatrix type of characters. She got the heel. She gonna step on you. She gonna bring out the whips, the chains. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that freaky shit that much. I do like my freaky shit, but I do think she might even come out with some bondage type shit. She might bring out, you know, the strap. I don't like that stuff. So I'm gonna put her in that tier because I don't want to get too into it with her. I don't want to let loose with her because she might let loose on me, and then that scares me a little bit. Jin Shi, she's a very dateable character. Very elegant, beautiful, strong, and she's pretty. I'm not going to say, yo, she's hot, but she's a pretty character. Jin Shi is very elegant, definitely a dateable character. You got to give her the respect she deserves. Shang Li, oh my lord, bro, Shang Li, take me home tonight. I love Shang Li. She's beautiful, bro. She got the heavies, and she's super dope. She's a tall character like I like in the game. She's complete waifu. She got like what looks to be an arm tattoo. I know it's a burn mark, but it's like an arm tattoo. She got some tattoos on her neck. It might be some of her marks and everything, but she still looks dope. Extremely sexy character, very mature in her presentation, and I'm just gonna let her milk me because she is absolutely fire, bro. Zhang Liao is a goddamn NPC. He's boring. I'm gonna put him down here, bro. He's peak boring character. There we go. Zhang Liao is a boring character. Matter of fact, this dude is probably 12, so I'm gonna put him down there. So Zhang Liao is just an NPC. He's more of an NPC than a lot of the other NPCs in here. So I'm gonna just, I don't know. He probably has money. You know, hold on. He has the Ajana Koji vibes. So he has like that quiet, mysterious guy type of vibes. He has the robot arm, so he, you know, he might be able to do stuff with that. He has money. He has money, because if this dude got money, he got money. So I'm going to just take my hate away from this guy, and I'm going to put him here because he has the vibes of like a Jin Shi type of character. Very quiet, very mysterious, but, you know, he might be an NPC, but he can still pull some. So I'm going to put him there, okay? Okay, he's like, he can definitely pull some girls. He's like the pretty quiet type. We have Jeja. Jeja's a dateable character. You know, she's cute. She's a painter, so she's an artist. A lot of people like the artist. She's a cute character, so she's someone that you could definitely go on a date with. I'm gonna just be real. She does have, you know, the extra jiggle physics for some reason. Her jiggle physics are wilder than some of the other characters in the game. They have triple her heavy size, which I don't know why. She could be, you know, she's kind of pretty, kind of hot in there, somewhere in between. Oh no. Oh no. We have another toddler. We have the 40-year-old toddler known for smoking. And she's going into FBI tier. It doesn't matter. We have the Powerpuff Girls down here, bro. The Powerpuff Girls and a furry in the FBI tier. FBI, I don't know how old Ling Yang is, but that motherfucker look 12. But these three, they're toddlers, they're babies, they're fetuses. Don't think anything apart from FBI tier. Shorekeeper. Bro, Shorekeeper is the peak waifu character. Her and Jinshi are the peak waifu characters. Are they not? Shorekeeper is literally the wife of the main character at this point. So, she's her, bro. She's hot. She's walking around in what looks to be a lingerie. She's hot as hell. And she's pretty. She's quiet. She has them vibes of elegance to her. So she's going on the dateable tier, okay? She's going on the dateable tier. We have Camellia. Listen, Camellia also gives me the freaky vibes that Yinlin gives me, except I don't feel that Camellia is going to whip out a strap-on. I feel like Camellia might be more into, like, you know, waxing my nipples or some shit like that as opposed to whipping out a strap-on, and that's okay. I like freaky girls. Just not the strap-on freaky type of girls. I like the wax-on, wax-off type of girls. So I'm going to put her in the fuckable tier, right? I will put her ahead of Yinlin, because Yinlin kind of scary. But Camelia's fire, bro. Camelia's hot, bro. That personality of, like, I'm going to get freaky and dirty. Ooh, I like that about Camellia, straight up. We have the rat. The rat is confusing to me because the rat has a body of sin, but a face that does not represent that. Her face looks like a young character, but then her body is presented in a way that is perky and everything. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know how old this rat is, but she's bait. That's what she's bait. I'm gonna put her here, but she is kind of hot, so I'm gonna put her like up here. You know, it could be either one. If she turns out to be like fucking 12, because these motherfucking games be weird, she goes on FBI. If she's at least 27, she's in all right. She's good. Her body kind of crazy. That white tight skin. Okay, moving on. We have Rosha. Oh my goodness. Rosha is another Powerpuff Girl. She's like the fourth. She's the adopted sister of the Powerpuff Girls. She's Apricot. I don't know their names, but that's her, bro. So she's also going in the FBI tier. If you feel anything towards any of these characters, please unsubscribe. Go watch some other YouTuber, because you ain't belong here. You need Jesus in your life. So she's going at the bottom. Carlotta, peak elegance, but she got the glockies. So she can, you know, be very elegant. She's very pretty, but the most important part about Carlotta is that she's rich. That's all that matters. She's rich, bro. So you treat her good, you wife her up, you're set for life. You don't gotta pay for nothing, bro. She's gonna buy everything. She's the head of one of the most rich and powerful families ever. That's like marrying into freaking, you know, Elon Musk's family. You're done. You're set for life. So just because of that, bro, I need a Mary tier, but I'd put her in, like, dateable tier. If I had Mary, I'd put her there. No questions asked. She's rich, bro. Come on now. Shit. Then we have Peeps. I'm gonna be honest. Peeps is boring, bro. Like, I like Peeps. She's cute. You could put her on dateable, but her personality is boring. So, you know, I'm between two options. She's boring. She does have that extremely tight pants on her that perk up her booty. But she's boring, bro. I don't know. I'm going to put her in the dateable tier. I feel there's a lot of characters that you can date. I'm going to put her, like, up here, bro. Yeah, because she's definitely better than her. I'm going to put her up here. Yeah, I think she's a dateable girl. She's nice. You know, she's a good church-going girl. Hey, your parents told you, get yourself a church-going girl. That way you know she ain't for the streets. She ain't gonna be out here doing you dirty. So just for that, I guess she does deserve to be undateable, even though she's boring. Then we have Captain Brant Swallows. And I'm gonna be honest, with Brant is a tough situation. Because you might not think Brant has the ability, but Brant will 100% steal your girl. He might steal your man too, but he might just steal anything. He's just him, bro. He's a captain of a ship. He has literally Broadway experience. This man is getting hired with his people to put entire plays and performances. So he got money. He got a ship. And on top of that, you got to be careful because you don't know if he's going to take your girl or take your man. So at the end of the day, he just got to be out here because, you know, he can swing either way. He's kind of dangerous and he got bread. Cantarella, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Like, come on now. Cantarella, absolute milk me tier. Hottest character in all of Wuthering Waves. I hate her outfit and I hate that stupid ass umbrella. But she's hot as hell. Y'all remember that goddamn trailer? Y'all remember when they showed us Cantarella? I'm thirsty. Ooh! Bro, I literally, bro, I uploaded a video about that trailer, and YouTube took it down and gave me a warning because it was too hot. That should tell you everything. Cantarella is the hottest character in all the Withering Waves. Zani! Oh my god, Milk Me tier as well. Zani, Shangli, and Cantarella are the 3 hottest characters in the game. There's one more that gets added to the list, but it's just the reality of it. These characters are hot. Zani is always working, so you know she kind of got bread, and she works for Carlotta, so you know she gets paid good, and she got a job, so you're set, bro. And she's hot, bro. She can get home after work. You can give her a massage, all that good stuff, when she's not out there, you know, being Batman and all that good stuff. You got Sia Kona. Sia Kona is dateable. I feel like Sia Kona would be a fun date because she's pretty, she's an elf, which gives her bonus points, and she's a bard. So she has actual stories to tell. She's going to be telling you all these crazy stories. Pretty good date, honestly. I think she probably had, I think in the date scene, it would probably be like this. Probably even this one, bro, low-key. Because I think Shorekeeper has a lot of, like, gloomy stories to tell you. Peebs is going to talk about her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jinxie got a lot of cool stories to tell you because, you know, she's seen a lot. The Magistrate, all of that stuff. Carlotta might be boring, but she got bread. And then I think that Sia Kona has the best interesting stories and just the best state. You know what I'm saying? I think she can sing on top of that, bro. So I think she would give you the best date. Oh my goodness. Cardithea. Cardithea is interesting. Because if I see her as regular Cardithea, she's dateable, right? She'd be one of the best date under Sia Kona. Under her too. As Cardithea, she would be a dateable character. As Fleur-de-Lis, she's in the Milk Me tier. As Fleur-de-Lis, we gotta put her at the top of the list, bro. She is, I don't know how they titty creep these characters. How do you go from Taochi having some gigantic heavies and you power creep that? I don't even, like, bro, she got some insane heavies. And you know they're insane because she's like 8'5". So when they look big on an 8'5" snooze-new ass character, you know one of her titties could literally knock you out, bro. Like, you get too close to her, she casually turns around, she's going to knock you with a titty, and you're going to pass out, bro. So, 100%, as Fleur-de-Lis in the Milk Me tier, as Cardithea in the dateable tier. So, honestly, that gives her bonus points, because one day, if you want to go on a date, you can just straight up take her as Cardithea, and one day, if you want to get on some snooze shit, you can just tell her to turn into Fleur-de-Lis. So, you get 2 for 1. You get 2 for 1. That's, shit, that might put her at the top, bro. You get 2 for 1. Best character, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Right? No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying you got to be a little careful because you got them extra heavies. Now, Lupa. Lupa is a hot character. Let's be honest. I'm not into furries, but Lupa was the first ever character that actually made me reconsider my decisions. She is hot. I don't know why she got a tail. That makes 0 sense to me. I don't know if they explained it in the story. I don't know what that tail is doing there. There is no other characters in the game that have tails. Why she got a tail? I don't know, but I'd stroke that tail nice and soft, bro. That's all I'm telling you guys. I would definitely put her in this tier up here, 100%. Below Yin Lin, though, because she's just there because she's a badass. She gives me, like, strong, independent woman vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I'd definitely put her up there. Frolova, I don't know, bro. Frolova, she doesn't give me the same, like, hot vibes as Camellia. She gives me, like, these gloomy, depressing vibes. I mean, we know her story now, right? We watched the story. We didn't get invited to Kuro Fest, so, you know, I was actually paying attention. And I gotta be honest, she doesn't strike me as a character that I'd want to milk. She's not in the green tier either, even though she could be a little hot. And dateable, I think my date with her would be, like, gloomy, depressing, and it would just make me sad, bro. So I'm gonna put her in all right, okay? I know she's hot. I know you guys might love her. I know this might be the first big controversial one, but I'm giving y'all my reason. Y'all could be out here loving Jar Jar Binks. That's not for me. Same with Frolova. She just ain't my type, bro, okay? She just ain't my thing, bro. You know? I'm gonna just be real. Up next, we have YOOOO, and I'm gonna be honest, I ain't a feet type of guy, but YOOOO looks hot, bro. She got some extremely long handlebar pigtails that you could just, you know where I'm coming from, right? I think she's hot as hell. And now, she's always messing with her foot. I'm not gonna lie to you. If that fat toe touch my lips, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna lick it. I might not be out here like some of y'all deep throating her entire foot, but I might lick a toe or two if she gets too close to me, bro. I just gotta be real. So I just gotta put her on this here tier right up here because she's pretty damn hot. All right. I gotta be honest with the next one. Augusta goes up here for me. Look, I don't know if you guys are noticing something about my tier list. Every character that I put in the milk me tier is a big waifu. Full-grown woman. That's what I like. I don't like anything apart from that. And I know Cardathia's here. She's here because she's fleur-de-lis, okay? She has the thighs to crush watermelons. Her legs are like tree trunks. I love that. She thick. She a big girl, bro, when it comes to that. And she's badass. She's independent. She's strong. And she's the effer, bro. She probably got racks, bro. She's built. She got money. She's strong. And she's the precedent pretty much, bro. Come on now. I'll definitely take her on the milk me tier. We have this dude. We've barely seen anything, but it looks like this motherfucker has no sleep. He looks depressed and he looks a little emo. But I know a lot of girls love that quiet dude type of vibe. So even though he kind of looks like a mixture of Jian and Jinshi, I'm going to put him in this green tier over here. Because I feel that a lot of girls are suckers for guys like this. So I'm going to put her up there. Listen, Chisa, we all know the stereotype, right? Akame got killed. Black and red schoolgirl outfit. You know, she's hot. She's cool. She might be a vampire with them red eyes. We don't know. She might be onto something. She's a hot character. Let's be honest. I'm not going to put her definitely in the milk me tier for sure. But I'm going to put her in the fuckable tier. I'm not going to put her in the dateable tier because I don't know. She could be in the green tier or the purple tier. But I'm going to put her up here, you know, just because she got that typical look to her, okay? We'll just see. Now, Galbrina, I'm going to be honest. Galbrina doesn't strike me as a hot character like that. She doesn't strike me as a hot character. I wouldn't put her on the milk me tier. I wouldn't even put her on the green tier. Maybe the dateable tier. We'd have to see more about Galbrina, right? We'll have to see more about Galbrina because we haven't seen that much. She seems a little edgy. Maybe she's a hunter, right? Or a bounty hunter, something along those lines. So maybe she could be an interesting date if she doesn't kill me first. She could be an interesting date, right? Another Powerpuff Girl in the FBI tier. I don't know how old she is, but she's definitely young. So hell no, I'm not going to jail. And the last character is going to be Scar. And let's be honest, he's the male version of Camellia. He's a twisted, demented character that looks freaky, right? So I'm sure a lot of y'all girls out there might be, a little freaky towards good old Scar up in here. So he is going to go in this here tier list right up here. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my official Gooner tier list. If there's anything else that you guys think is different, if you would put another character at the top or someone at the bottom, let me know in the comment section below. But for now, that's going to wrap it up. The only goddamn tier that you better not change or I'm banning you is the FBI tier. That's simple, bro. That tier is factual. It's not about personal taste, it's facts. But that's going to be it. Appreciate y'all for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. There we go. That's it for the reactions, ladies and gentlemen. Or the reactions, the videos for the day, mate. Let me go back to here. I'm going to leave these two tier lists open because I need me some thumbnails. Woo! Two interesting tier lists. Listen, I think I cooked with those tier lists, right, chat? Like, I think they weren't the worst. They were actually pretty solid tier lists, if I do say so myself. The FBI tier is playing outside somewhere. Facts, bro. People can be out here acting with those tier lists, bro. But, man, I wanted to do something. I've been doing a lot of reactions. I wanted to build some tier lists just for the channel. And I'll have to put some pictures into that Gooner tier list just for the hell of it. Would I move? Yeah, I would move. Yes. I would 100% move Provolone pre-Fraxidus to Dateable. 100%. She's just like another so Perlova pre-Fraxidus is a mixture of Siacona and Phoebe. So, yeah. Definitely, I would definitely put her up there. I'll let the Zani ranking on the first one slide for the Gunnar ranking. Hey, bro, I'm glad, bro. I wanted to do 2 different tier lists, bro, because it's good to do like an actual how good are these character tier list. But I also wanted to do a like just a fun tier list. Something just fun and a little stupid. Talking about reactions, you're recovering okay from the avocado? Yeah, I'm recovering, bro. That video gave me Ebola the first time I watched it, bro. Not even gonna lie to y'all. I was like, what is going on here? Because I don't know nothing, bro. Like, y'all send me some person to react to, and I'm like, I don't know who this is. Like, unless it's like a known person or like someone that I see a lot, I don't know who they are. And I was so confused with that video, bro. Oh, fuck, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm gonna do a couple more things before I end the stream because I gotta take out my dog. I gotta make food, and then I gotta edit these videos. Where am I going, bro? What the hell? Have I done my boss challenges? Or my weeklies? Oh, I haven't. Yo, who do I gotta farm? I forgot who I gotta farm for Augusta. Is it this one? I think is that one. Hold on. Yeah, it is that one. Okay, cool. Let's go. By the way, CJ, Brant is poor. He has... How do you know Brant is poor? He has a ship. And he does plays, bro. You think this swag is free, bro? You think this swag is free? Bro, get out of here. She does have a little bit of that SK energy, bro. He says it in game. Yeah, he's just humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's just humble. He just doesn't like to brag about his money, bro. Brand turns himself in for money. He got infinite money glitch. Exactly, bro. He got infinite money glitch, bro. He's one of those rich people that doesn't like saying he got money. You know, it just is what it is, bro. How you think he's able to keep his ship going, bro? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Homie got a whole expensive ass ship, bro. Let me get this. Brand's a hustler. You'd never believe how much money they got. That's what I'm saying, bro. You've ever seen them like hella rich people interviews and it's like, how much money you got? And they're like, yeah, I don't got much, bro. I'm just poor. You know, I got enough. That's Brand. How much money you got? I got enough, bro. Meanwhile, homie rich as hell. Trump said small loan of... Bro, when Trump said, yo, I had a really hard time growing up. I remember when I started, I had a small loan of $1 million. I was like, oh, no, we are definitely not the same, bro. Like, what the hell, bro? Homie had a small loan of $1 million. Yo, hold on, give me a second. There we go. Oh, shit. His ship is a turtle. Have you not seen the top of the ship? Homie skipped the story, bro. He skipped the story, bro. The bottom of the ship is yes, a turtle. But what about the top of the ship? Y'all seen how clean that was, bro? That thing was looking clean, bro. Peak ship. You think that turtle lives off not eating, bro? He gotta feed the turtle, bro. He gotta buy turtle food and shit. And for a big-ass turtle, that costs money, bro. Come on now. Come on now. This is the only tier list that matters. You know, I dropped one Gunnar tier list a long time ago, bro. A long time ago. When I was first getting back into YouTube. Didn't do that well. Alright, we finished this. We got all my goddamn weekly. How many of these do I have, bro? I gotta check how many of these do I have. I should have enough. Hold on. Oh, I have more than enough. We're good. I don't need any more of those. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. I had a lot of fun though. Today was a fun stream. We did a good amount of farming, and then we did 2 interesting streams. Guys, listen. Even though you participated and you were here when I did the you know, tier list, I would really appreciate it if you can watch the video, like and comment when they go live. Because like I was talking about earlier, I'm trying to get back onto the rhythm of things. So comments and likes, even if you've already seen the video or if it's a reaction to another video that 10 other creators did, I would really appreciate if you guys could watch the videos, like them and all that good stuff. Zeno, appreciate you for posting that tier list. Love you guys. Ooh, look at Lupa, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. God damn, bro. Hold on. Oh, no. Like, how's she doing all of that, bro? Oh, Lord. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. I'll see if I stream at an earlier time or I actually launch my stream at about this time. Anyway, have a great night. Peace.
Look like you don't care, walking the dust off. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made of? Whatever ain't right, prove it on yourself. Revisit your act, return top and real. Living on a guideline, then that down, gold up and drain.